You're watching Poindexter Lounge. You already know. You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
Why don't you set aside an hour or two? We'll have a few drinks and a cup of coffee. I don't drink.
Hi, you're watching Poindexter Lounge. I'm choking on chicken.
And now I'll make the point better. This joint's clever. In the lounge with Poindexter. So Poindexter Lounge, you know that we can get it in. And now I'm headed up like I'm Led Zeppelin.
Yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
I just want to thank you for being here and being my friend. It's always good to have someone you could count on. And I'm glad you're that for me.
I put my trust in them. 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 I put my trust in them.
Welcome to the Poindexter Lounge. I'm Enosh's grandma, and I say yes, release the Snyder Cut.
Nerd Queens of girls who are amazing and couldn't be. I basically just put my trust in them, and they have they're incredibly well organized. They're smart. They know the material better than I do. I put my trust in them. 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 Nerd Queens of girls. I put my trust in them. Nerd Queens of girls who are amazing, and I put my trust in them. Nerd Queens of girls who are amazing and I put my trust in them. 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 I put my trust in them.
Wanted to make sure you heard it. Want to make sure that you took it in. It's not a glitch. No, it's not broken. It's not broken. We're not broken. All this mess is not the Snyder Cut movement. It's a bunch of wannabes. It's a bunch of jealous, bitter people. It's a bunch of people who wish they were somewhere they are not. That wish they were on the level that they were not. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm not going to tell you who and who you shouldn't follow on Twitter or YouTube or what content you should enjoy, because that's not my job. That's not my place. But I will tell you this. If you say that you're a supporter of the Snyder Cut movement or the movement to restore the Snyderverse, what is the most important word in those sentences? I'm going to give you a clue. It's not cut. It's not verse. And it's not even supporter or of. Six-letter word, begins with S. Snyder. Why would you allow someone to convince you of fairy tales? To tell you, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me, I've been a musician since I was, since I can even remember. And I remember being in a rock band playing in the rock in our local scene, all the way from Detroit up to Bay City in Michigan, and all the way out to Grand Rapids, and everywhere in between, playing small little clubs, playing all ages clubs before I even turned 21. And it was amazing because I remember when a few bands got out of here. You know, when a few bands raised to a level that was different. Now I know we're all in this together. We all do our thing. We're all part of this together. But some people, it's not that they're better than anybody else. It's they were given an opportunity and they're trying to make the best of it to try to bring everyone else up to another level. And then there are those who support those people, there are people who get behind those people, who encourage those people and realize that we're in this all together and that we should be able to all use the hashtag #UsUnited. You know, that we should be able to come all together and be able to say, hey, we're all in this together. We're part of the Snyder Cut movement. We're part of the Snyderverse movement. We are going to do this together. And for a long time we did. But you know what happened? We got the Snyder Cut, and all of a sudden we started getting, what's the word for it? A little spoiled. A little spoiled. Not spoiled in the sense that, like some people would say, now you want the Snyderverse. Yeah, we want the Snyderverse. That's not what we're spoiled about. We got a little spoiled because, you see, Zach loves his fans. Zach loves his fans, and he started reaching out to people other than people like the Nerd Queens. And he started reaching out and going on to people's streams. He started making himself available more than any other director I have ever seen in my life. More than any other creator of something that we love. And many people got spoiled, got arrogant. And they also thought that they couldn't be happy for other people who had Zack Snyder on their channel. Oh, no. Or had Zack Snyder on their podcast, or had Zack Snyder do anything. No, we couldn't be happy for that. Because certain people want to make it about them. You ask me if the Snyder Cut fandom is toxic, and I say no. But there are some people who claim to be Snyder Cut fans. Oh, they love Man of Steel. Heck yeah, they do. I would never bring that into question. They love BVS. And they love Zack Snyder's Justice League. And they fought for it right alongside everyone else. But you know what they're more in love with? They're more in love with the sound of their own voice. With the sound of telling you all what you should do. Oh, no, they don't come out and try to tell you that they're in charge or they're leaders. Right? They just manipulate you into thinking things about people by lying about them, by dropping tweets trying to say that people are a certain way or that people did a certain thing. For them, it's no longer about this man right here. I have literally heard people say, I don't care what Zack Snyder says. Last time I looked, last time I checked, and it doesn't matter what you think, this movement is about and based around and for and in support of Zack Snyder. Not you, not your platform, not your wish to be bigger than you are. It's about Zack Snyder. If you hear someone say they don't care what Zack Snyder says about something, I would call into question how much of a Snyder fan they are and how much more they're in tune with trying to be something they're not. And that goes for everyone. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what country you live in. I don't care what background you're from. And I don't care how long you've been in this freaking movement. The moment that you take away from the fact that it is about Zack Snyder and you try to attack people that Zack Snyder trusts, that Zack Snyder has told you over and over again, he puts his trust in, that not only for Justice Con 1, for Justice Con 2, and for many things going forward. If you think that you're going to do something that's going to separate those two things, those two entities, you're gravely mistaken, and you don't know what you're doing. You don't have a clue. And I'm telling you all at home, there's a litmus test. There's a way to test whether or not something is right or wrong in this movement. What does Zack say? What does Zack feel about it? And what did Zach say?
Nerd Queens of girls who are amazing and couldn't be. I basically just put my trust in them, and they have they're incredibly well organized. They're smart. They know the material better than I do. I put my trust in them. 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 I put my trust in them.
You are not entitled to a meeting with Zack Snyder. You are not entitled to have Zack Snyder on your channel. I am not entitled to have Zack Snyder on my channel. I am not entitled to access to Zack Snyder because I know the Nerd Queens. If you think that you're going to get access to Zack Snyder by cozying up to the Nerd Queens, you're wrong, because they're not the keepers of Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder is a grown man. Do you really think that two ladies, one on the other side of the planet and one here, somehow lord so much power over Zack Snyder that they're keeping him from you? That's some weird stuff right there. That's a weird agenda to have. That's a weird point of view to have. And you should be ashamed of yourself. You want to know what I did? I asked the Nerd Queens about having Zack Snyder on the Poindexter Lounge. Would I love to have Zack Snyder on the Poindexter Lounge? Absolutely. Have I seen others have that I stream with? I'm friends with Dave Pena. I saw Dave Pena have Zack Snyder on his stream. And the first time, you know what I did? I messaged him, and instead of saying, "Wow, man, wow, how'd you get that, man? How, man, like, could you put in a good word for me? How could I get that?" You know what I said? I said, Dave, congratulations, man. That's awesome. I am super happy for you. When Chris Swanson had Zach on his channel, I didn't hit him up and say, "Dude, that's so cool, man. Like, I wonder if I could get him. Like, how did you get him? Could you put in a good word for me? I'd really like to get him on my channel." I messaged him and I said, "Chris, man, I'm so proud of you. Represent us well. Way to go." Whenever Zach's been on with the Nerd Queens or anybody else, I've been very complimentary and happy for them. The only time I have ever reached out to the Nerd Queens and asked them anything about having Zack Snyder on the Poindexter Lounge was once. And that was when we did the charity stream with both Ray Fisher and Ray Porter. And they very much said, "We'd love to, but we can't. Zach makes his own decisions. We can't guarantee you anything. We would love to." They said, "Enosh, we love you. We love you." This had nothing to do with Justice Con. I know all these people who are like, "Oh, Enosh sold his soul out to be able to do those interviews." For God's sake, get a life. Grow up. Can you all not see the pathetic jealousy and just squabbling and drama that is being perpetrated because somebody gets an opportunity? I swear to God, you get an opportunity, do something with it. But Saggy said it tonight on her stream, probably the best that I've heard anybody say it. These people that you think are being gatekept, you know, I don't even know, what is that word? I mean, I understand gatekeeper, but like, what is it? Gate kept? And I swear to God, Tiffany said to me tonight, if I hear the word gatekeeper one more time, I think I'm going to put my head through a wall. They're keeping these people away. They're gatekeeping. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure they are. Sure they are. Because Zack Snyder doesn't have a brain of his own, right? Zack Snyder doesn't have anybody who looks into this at all. Did we learn nothing from the Geeks and Gamers situation? Like, his own wife looks out for him. Do you think that they don't watch your stuff? Look, and I don't feel I'm speaking out of turn here, but I've talked to Ray Porter, like, not just online, not just online, but like not just on air, okay? And you know, he told me something that really made me think about this, and I've really been thinking about this a lot more lately, and that is, do you think that people don't watch people in the fandom? If you've been around, I don't care what side of this issue you're on. Do you think that these people don't know who you are? If you've been streaming, if you've been supporting them in any way, they know who you are. They've seen your stuff. Okay? Ray told me flat out, he said, Enosh, I checked you out. Do you know how long it took me to reach out to Ray over and over and over and over again? We laugh about it because I reached out to him on Twitter. People told me, "Oh, you need to reach out to him on Facebook." So I did that. Reach out to him on Instagram. Like, I was trying everything and I couldn't get the guy. My friends got him. Nicotina and Andre and Ryan and Dawson. They got him on the 4 Nerds. I was watching Ray Porter on other channels and stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, I really want this guy." And I couldn't get him. I was having such a hard time getting him. He was checking me out. He was vetting me to make sure he wanted to come on a channel like this. And every once in a while, he'll message me about something because he's watched. Wayne T. Carr. I never even reached out to Wayne T. Carr. He came on here. I didn't even believe it was him because he had been watching. And he told me, "Dude, I've been watching for a long time." Oh, yeah, that Poindexter Lounge guy, boy, he got his Ray Fisher, didn't he? Oh, yeah, okay. Never reached out to Ray Fisher. I'm literally a guy sitting in a toy room up in Michigan. Ray Fisher found my video and tweeted about my video, and next thing I know, I'm thrust into this thing, and we're connected. And Ray has gotten to know me, but he vetted me. And I asked, "Hey, do you think we could maybe get Zach to sneak in, like surprise the guys, right?" And I was like, "You know what, Nash? He doesn't want us sending him up names. He looks for the people that he wants to be on with, and when he wants to do it, he does it. Stop blaming somebody else because you do stupid stuff that would keep somebody from wanting to be on." And look, the one time that something sneaks through, look what happened with the big debacle that happened with Geeks and Gamers. And Zach tried to get ahead of that and tell them, but they didn't listen. And what did Zach ended up doing? Would you like Zack Snyder to finally come on your stream and have to embarrass you too? Is that what you want? I find it funny because you all want to down on the nerd queens and act like they're nothing. Nobody cares about them. Zach doesn't care. Nobody cares about them. But somehow they also have the extreme power of keeping you from Zack Snyder and keeping Zack Snyder from certain key people, right? Oh, they're just so full of themselves, aren't they? Cole and Nana are just so full of themselves, aren't they? You know what, Cole? And I asked if I could share this because my wife is part of League of Mayhem. So I've gotten to kind of know these people a little bit. And my wife was talking to them tonight with all that was going on. And I asked if I could share this. And she said yes. Not knowing that I was going to say any of this, that I was going to do any of this. And she messaged the different people who were on there, different streamers and stuff like that who are friends. And with all the stuff going on, cancel the nerd queens. Oh, they must be racist, right? Have you seen the people that are around the nerd queens? So because they're white, we don't give them any benefit of the doubt for anything. Like, seriously, what is racial equality if it's not us coming together and judging each other based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin? And yes, I'm a white guy telling you that, but if a white guy has to tell you that, maybe you've lost your way. There are plenty of people of color telling you the exact same thing. This is nonsense. You're hurting people, acting like Nana and Cole and other people that you just randomly attack at random times like they're not human. Like they don't deserve the respect of being human, or you actually having a conversation with them and seeing their side of it. No, you just have a point of view that you're just going to perpetrate and put out there. And I'm sure now that because I have stepped up and I've actually said something, I'm sure you'll have something to say about me too. God knows y'all had something to say about me a couple of months ago, making up junk about me and saying whatever, and then apologizing to me behind closed doors, but then never actually saying it in front of anyone else. Got to save face. Then people go on a 5-hour long stream ranting about the nerd queens, how much they hate the nerd queens. We get it. You don't like the nerd queens. You've had some falling out with it. Then shut up and move on. Do your own thing. But no, it's so important to you to let everybody else know how bad the nerd queens are. And then you attack everyone who has ever supported them, who's a man or anything else, and try to say that they're not men, or why are they doing that? If why are we supporting these women if we're not getting any from them? And that's putting it nice what they said, because they full out said, if we're not effing them. Yeah, that's respect. You don't have any respect for anybody else. You don't have any respect for yourself. You say things like that openly and say, I'm just telling it how it is. We're just laying it down. Well, you know what? It's stuff like that that's going to keep people who are legitimate from ever wanting to be associated with you. So these people didn't leave you. The fandom didn't leave you. You have left the fandom because you've made it about yourself instead of making it about Zack Snyder. Zack loves those girls. Zack respects those girls. If you got a problem with that, that's your problem. Not Zack's, not Cole's, not Nana's, and not anybody else who's associated with them. Ain't nobody selling their soul to getting good with the nerd queens, because somehow the nerd queens, or if we rub elbows with the nerd queens, we're going to get in good with other people. We're going to get those celebrities on our stream, right? No, if you're given an opportunity and you take it and you make yourself known that you are somebody who can be trusted, you're not making yourself known to be trusted. You're not doing that at all. Look at the way, for God's sakes, Ray Porter has been attacked in the last couple of months. You know, look, that whole motion comic thing, I have had nothing to do with that motion comic thing. I wasn't a part of it. I wasn't asked to be a part of it. Didn't even know all the stuff that was going on with it. And look, there's some stupid stuff that went down behind the scenes with that thing. But you've demonized everybody who was a part of it like they all had some kind of scheme behind it. And you know what? At the end of the day, there might be a couple of people in there who did. But you're seriously going to attack Zack? You're going to attack Ray Porter, Darkseid himself, The man who brought you some joy, the man who, this is a good man. Ray Porter is a good man. And you attack him and you make him feel like he doesn't want to go on anybody else's stream. He doesn't want to be on anybody else's things because of the way that some people have acted towards him. And you think you're on the right side of this? You think you're on the right side of this argument somehow? You're literally driving people who were in the freaking film away from fans. And you think you're on the right side of history? You think you're on the right side of this issue because you don't like two women? You don't like what they said? You don't like what supposedly has gone on in private? Fine, don't like them. You know how many people I don't like? There's a lot of people I don't like. You don't see me just going off on them all the time and just telling the whole world how I just don't like them. Yeah, and I know, well, you do your 2 cents on nonsense show, Enosh. Yes, I do. Yep, I sure do. Because there are fundamental things about fandom that we bring up in those conversations. Fandom in general. And that's the problem with fandom. You're literally driving people away from even wanting to be fans of things, the things that they love. You're taking all the joy out of it because people follow you, because people have looked up to you, because you've been around for a long time. You've been huge pillars in this community that people have looked up to. And now you're abusing that by attacking the nerd queens because they don't fall in line with what you want. This is what Cole said to the group of ladies. And when Tiffany said this to me, I said, please ask her if I can share this. They're so full of themselves, aren't they? They're so all about themselves. That Cole literally said to everyone, if being involved with me after today, after this whole nonsense about her being racist, oh my God. And my apologies to Brian, because Brian is back there, and Brian, I love you, man. And I'm going to bring you in just a second, but just give me a second. This whole nonsense, oh, they're racist. They literally surround themselves with people of color. People of color love them, will stand up for them at a moment's notice. Just because people of color have a problem with somebody else of a different color doesn't mean that these people are racist all of a sudden. It just means that maybe you're a jerk. And I'm putting in nice, don't trust me, there's a lot more things that I would love to say about you. And the type of person you are, the type of people you are for doing this. But again, you make yourself look that way. You think you're doing something. You think that you're putting people in their place. And it's a shame because you are literally full of folly. You're full of foolishness. I watched as a person went on that 5-hour stream and says, this Poindexter Lounge kid. Yeah, I'm going to be 45 in September. Okay. Thanks for calling me a kid. I appreciate the fact that you think I'm so young. Got a little bit of life experience. Poindexter Lounge kid with his celebrities, got his Ray Fisher, his Ray Porter, got all these guys on there interviewing Batista and all that stuff. Yep. Yeah, you know why? Because I've been professional in what I do. As I've had opportunity, I've taken that opportunity and I've done the best with it. And people like Ray Porter have enjoyed their time here at the lounge. People like Ray Fisher have enjoyed their time at the lounge. People like Wayne T. Carr have enjoyed their time at the lounge and watched the lounge. People like Batista warmed up to our conversation and enjoyed his conversation with me. Because I'm not out here clout chasing or trying to be a phony or trying to be something else, because I'm actually real. Watch other interviews. My interviews are a little bit different, aren't they? Not just going in enamored with their celebrity. I want to know about the real people. And tonight, this person you say is racist, is full of themselves, doesn't care about anybody else, is trying to gatekeep from everybody else, said to this group of people around her, if being involved with me is causing trouble for any of you, I will not blame you for distancing yourselves from me. If being involved with me is causing trouble for any of you, I will not blame you for distancing yourself from me. Also worried about who's in charge. Also worried about the meaning of leader. Coming at me, coming at them. They're racist. Oh my gosh. She posted a picture of Dieter from Army of the Dead. And because Dieter likes two attractive people in the show and they show something back to him, and she was making the point that Dieter's a nerd and yet he's attracted to these really hot people, these people who are very courageous and very together, and that they show some interest in him. Says, I think he's got a type. But all you see is, oh, they're black. Oh, so Dieter's this white guy, his type is black? Really? So for that, she's racist. And then when she tries to come out, see, and this is what I have found about these people, is that you try to have a conversation then about it and say, oh, hey, no, look, this is not what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. No. You've got an agenda. You want to squash them. When I've tried to explain the idea of the conversation that I had a while back when I said that I was a leader in the fandom, I never once said I was in charge. Never once said I was the leader of the fandom. I had people literally coming at me saying that trying to tell me what I said, that I said that I started the movement. I started the movement. And they're going on, about where Fiona started the movement. You didn't start the movement. Where were you? You didn't start the movement. You're a liar. Guys, I was a Zack Snyder fan since Watchmen. I was a fan of the DCEU since Man of Steel, since the moment I saw that movie. But I was not part of the fandom proper until last year. I was on the outside. I didn't know anybody in the fandom. I didn't know anything about events. I would read all that stuff. I would watch YouTubers and stuff talk about it. I was not part of any of that stuff. Why in the world would I say something that literally a 2-second Google search could unravel? I was literally not there. I've literally never been to San Diego Comic-Con. I have never been in a position where I was helping raise funds for suicide prevention back then. Never. I was not part of any of those events. I was not part of that ground level crew that started building this up. I don't know all of your little ins and outs and the fights and the squabbles that you guys had back then over who was doing this and who was doing that, who was getting more recognition, who was getting more cred, right? And then people started getting a little jealous because all of a sudden the nerd queens started having an actual relationship with Zach. Can't have that. Oh no, you think you're above everybody because you have a relationship with Zach. Absolute BS. absolute garbage. Stop trying to attack people. People now mock #UsUnited. They mock #UsUnited. And it's because of people like the people tweeting today to cancel the Nerd Queens. I'm sick of this. But I'm going to tell you something right now. You all act like you're the fandom. You all act like you're the ones who are somehow in charge of this. This was about Zach. This was about Zach's daughter. I'm sorry, maybe you missed it at the end of the film where it says, "For Autumn." This isn't about you. This isn't about me. It's not about the Nerd Queens. It's literally about trying to do something good in this world. It's not even just about a movie. For God's sake. Zack Snyder himself said that if nobody even saw the film, that with the good this fandom has done to raise awareness, to raise money for suicide prevention, that's been worth it all if nobody ever saw a frame of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Stop. Ain't nobody canceling anyone. But I'm telling you right now, you don't own the fandom. You don't have the market cornered on who is a real part of the fandom and who's not. You don't get to choose that. You don't dictate to everyone else, Mr. West Ashley. You don't get to do that. And all those with you, you don't get to do that. Thinking you're dropping something on everyone, some knowledge, some facts. Didn't see any facts today. Heard a lot of accusations because you're trying to stir the pot. Just like y'all did on that video a couple of months ago. You and Abu Nas, you know, like I even liked Abu Nas. I don't understand all that situation. These are people that I've liked. I've liked all of you guys at one point. And I still would. This is not a thing of trying to push everybody out. This is trying to bring people together. And instead of trying to bring people together, instead of getting past your petty differences with people that have nothing to do with me, but instead of doing that, no, you want to push them out. You want to cancel them. And you know what I love more than anything? You want to cancel them because they're different than you. Even calling into question, calling them devil worshipers. You all know what I do for a living. You all know that I'm a pastor. I'm a Christian. Yeah, you know what? if Cole and Nana and I sat and had a discussion about a few different things, we'd probably have some differences of opinions. But you know what? It's not like they're hiding in secret. Like, they're not devil worshipers, first of all. I want to make that clear. What is this, the 80s, for God's sake? I mean, are we going to get into this whole satanic panic? Mr. West Ashley, are you worried about playing Dungeons and Dragons as well? Are you going to judge all of our nerddom on that as well? Can I not play with my He-Man toys because they're all satanic and they're devilish, right? Because I mean, last I saw, like I saw them casting spells on He-Man and using stuff like crystal balls and oh my gosh, like it's all evil stuff, right? Witches and wizards. Better cancel Lord of the Rings too. If you like Lord of the Rings, you can't like that either. But you know what's funny about that? Is not only do I know what they're involved in or know what their religion is, but I still get along with them because I see them as people. I see them as people. There's people in my life from different religions. I'm a Christian. Okay, I have friends who are Mormons. I have friends who are Jehovah's Witnesses. I have friends who are Muslim. But you all want to just demonize everyone. No pun intended. Shame on you. Last I saw, the Snyder Cut movement was about all of us coming together. People from all over the world, all different backgrounds, all different ages, all different religions. Well, I'm sorry, but I will not sit here and just act like that's okay. We should all be coming together at this time more than ever. Why are we so fragmented? Why is everybody running for the hills and acting like acting like they've won, that they've defeated us all? Because you're acting like half of the disciples did when they took Jesus away to be crucified. You're split. You're not unified. You're running for the hills. Well, let me tell you something. Dawn is going to come. And while you sit there denying that you know anybody and cursing the wind and getting mad at people, remember, the rooster's going to crow 3 times and hit you right in the face with a dose of reality. If this fandom is going to survive, we got to come together instead of forcing people, telling them what they should think, what they should like, what movies they can see, what movies they can't see, what they can accept, what they can't accept. I've been the strongest supporter of Ray Fisher, one of the strongest supporters you're ever going to find from the beginning. And yet Ray Fisher and his best friend, Wayne T. Carr, on this channel, both told you they were going to see the Flash movie. But you don't care about that. You just want to look for a way to demonize somebody. They must hate Zack Snyder. They must hate Zack Snyder. No, they're a DC fan and they're curious about what's going on. I don't blame anybody for that. It is not our job. You want to talk about gatekeeping? Yep. Because you see what you just did there? That's gatekeeping. Trying to tell people what they can like, what they can't like. That's gatekeeping. And you want to know something? I don't care if Cole called me up tomorrow and said, Enosh, yep, it's all true. I'm a Satan worshiper. What do you think of me? Because if you're a Christian, like you claim to be, it shouldn't be a person that you have a problem with. You should recognize the spiritual implications and you should love that person. When Jesus came to the island of Malta, or it was in Malta, and the man possessed with a legion of demons came out at him, screaming and tearing and calling him all kinds of names and revealing who he was before it was his time. What did he do? He cast the demons out. He loved the man. And I'm not telling you to start going casting demons out of people, but for God's sake, he was trying to set an example of how you should treat people. You don't cast people away. You don't try to get others on some witch hunt, maybe literally, trying to attack people over stuff like that. How foolish, how utterly foolish can you be? You want to see the Snyderverse continue? Really? And you think, oh, we're going to clean house. We're going to get these people out of here. And then that way we can get what we want. We're going to hurt them enough. We're going to attack these people enough where they're going to give up. We're going to hurt them enough. Boy, that sounds like a heroic strategy. Fighting for a Justice League movie with Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and the Flash and Cyborg and Aquaman, what should have been Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and yet you miss the very ideals that they stand for. Shame on you. That is not what this fandom is about. Trying to hurt people and drive them far enough away from what you want from the fandom so you can get your way. So you can get a version of the fandom that agrees with you. There is room for everyone in this fandom and in any fandom. That's true gatekeeping. Sending me messages telling me that I need to do something like disavow Dawson from Nerdy in Many Ways, just because he was a part of the motion comic. And I've talked to Dawson, and I know Dawson's heart, and Dawson did not do anything wrong. I talked this week to Ryan Zeverfett, and I talked with him, and I heard his heart about this whole thing. And I've reached out to Andre. I haven't heard from Andre yet, but I've reached out to these people because my heart goes out to them because they're good people. And some of them, look, they got lied to themselves. They got deceived. None of us are above that, but you know what? You move on, you learn from it and you move on. But it's a little hard to do that when you got idiots out here trying to say that you're all horrible people. Literally, people backed away from this thing once they found out about some of the stuff that was going on. But you don't care about that. People are dispensable to you. You and that side of the fandom. Well, I'm sorry, but people aren't dispensable to me. That's why you will see when I've had outs with people that people have been mad at me or upset at me, I don't want to be on outs with people. I will literally bare my heart and embarrass myself on a channel in front of whoever will listen for one person. Because I actually care. And to me, there are no dispensable people. There are no dispensable subscribers when I see these people in my chats and these things. There are no dispensable subscribers to me. You all mean something to me. And as I have found out that a handful have been upset with this or that about me or things I've said or taken things that I've said to mean something hurtful when I didn't mean it that way or gotten upset about something that I did just trying to be funny or whatever, I take that seriously. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. And so do you. No one is above that. So stop acting like you're any better and that it's your job to hurt people enough until they leave what you're trying to protect. You're not saving this fandom. You're hurting it. And I, for one, love this fandom enough. I love these people enough that you're trying to deceive, that you're trying to ruin this from the inside out, because it's not the way that you want to craft it. It's not the narrative that you want. You want to make people out to be bad people who are good people who just love a freaking set of movies and a director. Well, you don't get to dictate that. And you are not going to chase us away. As Saggy said tonight on her stream, you're not going to chase us away. You're not going to bully us into going off into the distance. We are here to stay. We will keep voicing our opinions and our love for people and our support for people and our support for Zack Snyder. And yes, I will keep fighting to restore the Snyderverse. I get it. Some of you have given up. Some of you think that it's impossible. And you know what? It may very well be. Especially with things like this happening where the fans act like this. Where us fans let Zack down. We let ourselves down. And we let others down. And we embarrass ourselves to the world. It may very well be over. But why gloat in that? If you were ever a fan of this, if you were ever a supporter of this movement, why would you gloat in that? Why would you think somehow it's important that everyone else gives up too? I'm still here, and I'm going to be here, and I'm going to support wonderful people who have been a support to me. Yeah, when I was told, Enosh, we're sorry, man, we just can't get Zack for you. Zack makes those decisions. We would love to have Zack on there one day. And I hope that Zack sees my stuff. I know that Zack watched me when I interviewed Batista because he referenced it. I hope that one day Zack looks at that and says, hey, you know, this Enosh guy, he seems all right. And that I get a chance to interview him, because I would love to talk to him personally and ask my own questions instead of seeing somebody else ask him questions. You know? Yeah, we'd all love to do stuff like that. But if you don't get the opportunity, you don't get the opportunity. Don't blame it on somebody trying to keep it from you. Like you deserve it. I haven't deserved anything that I've gotten. I couldn't work hard enough to be in the position that I've been in. I simply have made myself available. When the ladies decided to put on JusticeCon 2021, and this last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to bring Brian in. When they decided to put on JusticeCon 2021, I'm sure they got inundated with people saying, "Oh, hey, you're going to have different panels. Can I lead a panel? Can I lead a panel? Can I do something?" You know what I did? I reached out to Nana and Cole. And I hear your sarcasm right now. Nobody cares about what you did, Enosh. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Well, you know what? It's my channel. You're here. If you want to listen to me, fine. If you don't want to listen to me, go away. I'm going to share from my heart. If you don't like people sharing from their heart and you want me to be phony, if you want to follow some of these other YouTubers that just tell you anything that you want to hear, just want to acknowledge you, just agree with everything that you say, and they don't share from their heart and they're not personal, they don't show you their lives, they don't show you anything like that. No, they have a persona. They try to put on a front online to make you think that there's something that they're not. Then go follow that. But that's not what I'm about. That's not what this channel is about. That's not what the Poindexter Lounge is about. When I say the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds, it's a place for all of us. This is all of us coming together. And if you don't like people just being real and sharing from their heart, I'm sorry. I don't need that kind of negativity. None of us do. And you got better things to do. So go help yourself. Block me. Okay? If you really just if you just don't care what I say, if you think I'm such a bad person, if you think Nana and Cole are such horrible people, if you think others in the fandom that have just tried to do nothing but help something, if you think Ray Porter is such a bad person for volunteering his time, a professional voice actor who was in one of your favorite movies and brought one of the most all-time greatest characters to life for you and for me, yet he donated his time to something, yes, that may have gotten screwed up. He may have gotten duped. You know what? I don't know what the heck happened with Lightcast. And I don't care. Matt could have probably taken everything and just run with it. He shut everything down, right? He shut everything down, man, and he ran with it, right? So, okay, so everybody got their moment that they get to be mad at Matt. You know what? Fine. And Matt probably did some stuff that probably wasn't in everybody's best interest. I don't know. But I do know this. I know somebody like Ray Porter took his time out to record a narration and some voiceover work for something that he thought was going to be good for the fandom, to give hope in getting the Snyderverse continued, because it wasn't going to be. It was based on those storyboards. He was just trying to do something good. He was trying to help. The money was supposed to go to suicide prevention. He was trying to do that. He was trying to help with that. But you couldn't let him do that. Always something nefarious, isn't it? Always some conspiracy theory. You're mad about a movie, and then you try to put some kind of social construct to it. I contacted them, and I said to them, not, hey, we've been really knocking it out of the park, man. We, I had Ray Fisher on and everything. Boy, I think it'd be great if we could do a panel. Didn't say that. You know what I said? I'm so happy that you ladies decided to do another Justice Con. The first year was great. I know there's so many people who are like, that first Justice Con could have been done so much better. Oh, we would have done it better. We would have done it so much better if it was us. Oh yeah, I watched your stream. I watched you go on there and I watched you talk about how, if you guys had done it, it would have been so much better. You guys would have had banging panels. It would have been fire, right? Everybody would have watched it and loved it. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot people can say, but when it comes right down to it, you've done nothing. Nothing. You've done nothing to help the fandom actually move forward in a positive way. I don't see, we're gonna do our own fandom. Great. Do your own little con. You can find out how hard it is. How difficult it is to get everyone together and to get it to all come out without a hitch. 3 young ladies did that all by themselves that first year. Oh, they were so overwhelmed. You could tell they didn't even know what they were talking. They looked like they had stars in their... Well, of course they did. They literally had thousands of people. They did not anticipate it being what it was because it was by fans, for something that was good. And people responded, and it outdid San Diego Comic-Con at home in the middle of the pandemic. But you can't give them props for that. No, somehow that's a negative because they weren't prepared enough when that's not what they were trying to do. That'd be like me saying, hey, I'm going to put on this thing. Hey, whoever wants to come, great. And then all of a sudden they get overwhelmed. But they learned. And then this year, they brought other people in. And I said, look, if there's anything I can do to help, I just want you to know Tiffany and I are here for you. And I even told him, I said, and I'm not talking about just the cool, stuff, whatever. I said, if you need us to promote it, we'll promote it. If you need us to help, be a moderator or something, and watch the videos and help moderate the chat, we'll do that. Whatever you need us to do, we are here for you. And I was not asked. I wasn't asked to host one of those panels. Yeah, I wasn't asked to host one of those panels. They picked all the hosts. And one host dropped out before they were even announced. People who should be friends and should be able to give people the benefit of the doubt, not doing it. And so there was an opening. I wasn't asked first. So should I be offended that Nana and Cole didn't ask me first? That those involved with Justice Con didn't come to me first and say, Enosh, we recognize your abilities. We recognize your superiority over other things, right? Like, because that's what it's all about, right? So I should have been offended by that thinking. I should have just looked them both in the eye and said, screw you. You didn't ask me. You didn't even ask me to be the moderator yet. You haven't asked me to do anything for you behind the scenes. Here I offered myself to you, and you did nothing. That's garbage. That's what that is. That's absolute garbage. Because it ain't about me. It should be about this fandom coming together to help each other. And when somebody does something, when a group does something and like that, I don't know, maybe support them. Try to hold them up. But I ended up getting an opportunity. And I was grateful and thankful for it. And I did what I was asked to do. And then it was done. So if you want to complain about your missed opportunities, about how you deserve so much more, about how if you had done this and that, it would have been so much better. Getting on streams talking about, if we had been on that deck the halls that day, oh boy, that we would have knocked it out of the park. We would have been even better than the part with Zack Snyder on there with the Nerd Queens. Nobody cares about that, really, because that's what everybody tuned in for. So keep telling yourself that and see how that works for you. But I'm here tonight to tell you I stand with Nana. I stand with Cole. I stand with the Nerd Queens. I stand with my friends who I know are just trying to do good. I stand with the people that I've talked to and I know where their heart is. Okay? That's who I stand with. And if you are a friend of the Poindexter Lounge, if you are a friend to me here online, if I do something that pisses you off, message me about it before you start running your mouth. Have the decency to treat me like a human being and not just somebody behind your screen. I'm a human being. Cole is a human being. Nana is a human being. Out of respect, I'm not going to go down the list of all the people who have been affected by this because some people are just done. But you don't treat people with respect. Too worried about asking why anybody would support women that they're not effing. You're not men. You're little boys. Threatening people over the internet with physical harm. And while one's doing it, I saw you. You may want to rethink that. That's garbage. I don't care if it's meaning that you're actually going to do somebody physical harm or I don't know, was it a metaphor for that he was shooting straight? He was right on point by taking me down and putting me in my place. Put me in my place. If I'm wrong, I've been more than a man to admit when I'm wrong. I've said it time and time again. People come at me for befriending Matt Jarbo, people within the fandom. Some of the people even that I've mentioned tonight that I've been friends with have given me a hard time for being a friend with Matt Jarbo. And I've told them, if Matt Jarbo says something that I feel is deemed that goes beyond conversations that I've had with him in person, because Matt Jarbo is also a person. I know it's hard to believe, but he is. I mean, he gets a lot of stuff wrong. Trust me. And I make fun of him for it. And I don't let him get by with that. But the thing is, If Matt Jarbo, I've told him this to his face, and I've said this many times, if Matt Jarbo did something tomorrow that I felt was out of line, I'd reach out to him, and if unapologetic, I'd walk away. If the nerd queens did something that I felt was out of line, and I talked to them about it, and I found out that they were like in complete, absolute opposition to what I thought was right, yeah, you don't stick around for that stuff, but you give people the benefit of the doubt and you have a conversation with them. And I sure as heck wouldn't be out trying to cancel them or destroy them or prove my superiority to any of those people. A man doesn't have to do that. A woman doesn't have to do that. A human being doesn't have to do that. They just live their lives, and it shows by the way they conduct themselves and by the people who come along with them. So I tell you all, if you want a positive experience, if you want to be a part of something positive that is not going to be negative, is not going to lay down in the mire, lay down in the mud and the gunk of this fandom, or the mud and the gunk of the internet and all this stuff and trolls and all these people, then stick around. Because we're going to talk about a lot more stuff. Trust me, there's going to be a lot more stuff besides Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know, there's going to be a lot more stuff besides just Zack Snyder movies. I'm going to cover that stuff because I love Zack Snyder. I love his stuff. But don't false flagging people because they show pictures from a Flash movie and they say, wow, this looks kind of cool. Okay. Because it wasn't Warner Brothers. Yeah. It shows your true intention. It shows who you really are. And you ain't fooling nobody. So Cole, I want you to know we stand with you. I stand with the nerd queens. Until they do something that, and I don't know what that thing would even be. until somebody does something that shows that they are not good people and that they're being hurtful and that they're not coming from a humble place. When Cole messages us all and says, hey, if by being my friend hurts you or causes you issue, I understand you backing away from us, backing away from me. That ain't the person that they're trying to make Cole out to be. And someone just messaged me, and I don't know if she's watching right now, and it's not them, but somebody else just messaged me who watches the channel, who's been a friend of the channel for a long time, and says, I feel like I can't say anything without offending somebody. We should not all be walking on eggshells just to be a fan of any property. And I will tell you this, if you come to the Poindexter Lounge, you don't have to worry about that. I may not like your Marvel movie. I may not like whatever it is you have, and you know what? You may not like the Last Jedi, and we may go round and round about that, and we may have all kinds of back and forth, and we'll be okay. Because at the end of the day, we can walk away saying we're friends. Friends first and allies. Doesn't mean we have to agree on everything. But I care about you. Make fun of me if you will. Say I'm just some white guy who doesn't get it. Say I'm some Mr. Rogers, pie in the sky, hopeful, selling hopium, whatever you want to say. I mean, my own friend Matt Jarbo loves to make fun of me and say, oh, you're just offering people hope. That's not my job. Well, that is my job. That is my job. That is my job, to offer hope. I'll never lie to you, but I will offer you hope. The Nerd Queens have been a very influential duo and trio with other people in this fandom. They have helped arrange so many things. They put together Justice Con. They brought the fans together in so many ways. They've supported Zach time and time and time again. And Zach has supported them time and time and time again. And I've been on a video with them, and I've heard Zach talk candidly about them. And Zach does not feel the way that you want to portray them, about them. Zach doesn't need your mess. If you ever respected Zack Snyder and his work and what he has gone through in the last few years, and the very reason for this, it's not for you, it's not to boost your ego or to make you look like the man. This was for Autumn. This was for Zach. This was for Deborah. This was to raise them back up after what they had gone through. Zach losing his daughter and then losing his movie. That's my heart. Enosh, you talk too much. Yep, I sure do. Yep, I could talk all night long. Why do you think I got live streams to go on for 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes? Because I could talk, but I can also listen. And I'm a good judge of character. And I always have been. And I tell you that if you're listening to people trying to tell you that Nana and Cole and others are bad people, you're listening to the wrong people. And you need to see that for yourself. Don't just listen to me. Don't just take my word for it. But those people need to re-examine themselves and why they're doing what they're doing and what they're trying to accomplish. Because it's hurting real people. It's hurting this group of fans. We talk about the fandom like it's just an abstract thing. It's made of people. People all over the world that I have connected with now. Friendships that I have made. And you don't care about that. People doing stuff like this, you don't care about that. You don't care about people who came together for BVS Comes Home a couple of months ago and literally embraced each other. No, you don't like Stephen Colbert. What is it? I don't know. Stephen Colbert. You don't like his wife, Miranda. You don't like Cole. You don't like Nana. You don't like Meg. You don't like this person. You don't like that person. Now you don't like Andre. Now you don't like Ryan Zieverfett. Now you don't like Dawson for some reason. I mean, of all people, Dawson. I don't see a lot of people going after Anthony, though, because Anthony would just, I think they realize Anthony would just like destroy them. All these people you don't like. Don't like Dave Pena. Nobody likes Garza. Y'all so worried about things that don't make any sense. But I tell you, and this is the last thing I say, don't listen to the nonsense. Don't listen to a YouTuber or somebody on Twitter tell you what you should think or how you should think about this or how you should think about the Nerd Queens. Listen to Zack Snyder.
Nerd Queens of girls who are amazing and couldn't be. I basically just put my I put my trust in them, and they have, you know, they're incredibly well organized. They're smart. They know the material better than I do. I put my trust in them. I put my trust in them. I put my trust in them. I put my trust in them.
He puts his trust in them. So what is your problem? If he likes them, what do you care? You don't have to like them. You don't have to be their friend. But I am. Not because I sold my soul to them. No, they didn't put me in some satanic trance. Because I like people. And I like good people, no matter where they come from. And I like you all. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what continent you live in or on. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what color you are. I don't care any of those things. I don't care your sexual orientation. I don't care. I want to know you. And if you want to know me, if you want to be friends with me, we're good. And you're always welcome here at the lounge. But don't do this to these ladies. They don't deserve this. They don't deserve to have a bunch of guys. I won't call you men because you're not men acting like that. You want to be a man, earn that title. You're acting like a bunch of little boys ganging up on some girls who just have nothing but the best of intentions. They're not trying to be anything. When I first talked to Nana, the first thing she told me was, we're nothing. We don't consider ourselves anything. We don't consider ourselves anything special. We're simply in the right place at the right time to meet Zach, and Zach took a liking to us. But you treat them like they're keeping Zach from you. You're the ones gatekeeping. And that's it. We are going to take a little bit of time. I have some friends here who I think have some opinions on this besides myself. You've listened to me. That's my feeling on it. I hope I don't lose you. I really do. And for those, and you know who you are, if you're watching this, you know who you are. For those who have dropped off, who've had a problem with me, who I can't watch you anymore, or you just don't answer me all of a sudden. People that I've loved, people that I've communicated with, people I've had on the channel. I still love you, and as the song says, I want you back. But let's respect each other. Okay. First of all, one of the most respectful guys I know. If anybody had an issue with this man, I tell you what, I'd fight for this guy too, tooth and nail, man. I'd go to war for this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Master Nunn. What's up, Brian?
Going on?
And then also a new friend that we've met in the last little while. I think a good guy. I've watched his content. I think he's got a good heart. I think he comes from a good place, and I think that he comes from that same place too, of not just being about clout or drama. I swear to God, if I hear the words clout one more time,
right, it's exhausting. Oh my God.
It's exhausting. You know what? I get it. There's lots of people here on the internet, man. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for celebrity. They're looking for clout. They're looking to somehow make it. Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you something. I was in the music industry. I had record execs looking at me and my band and everything. I went on one tour and I came back and I said, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. I want to be with my family. I trust me, I was going down that route, Brian.
No, there's better things to life than that. I
realized I didn't want to be on the road away from my family. I still play in a band. I still play music. I do what I do, but I didn't want to chase that.
Yeah, you watch that. You watch that Journey music video. Where it's just Steve Perry sitting there shaving.
Yeah,
open arms.
Right. So, and then also, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this guy right here, he's somebody that I respect. And I've really enjoyed getting to know over the last couple of months. Ty from Pop Culture Corner. What's up, man?
Hey, man.
Hey, Ty. What's up, man?
Hi, guys. It's been a while.
Yeah,
it has been a while, man.
Yeah. And I'm up, so I was like, oh, yay. I get to come talk to Enosh and Brian. But then I didn't realize this was happening.
I didn't either. Honestly, I spent my day today rehearsing because I was practicing with my band tonight, and we were learning like 3 new songs, and so like I spent my whole day, man. Today is my day off, and I was playing and my guitar and learning these songs, making sure I had them all down for rehearsal tonight. And after my rehearsal tonight, all of a sudden, man, I pick up my phone. And I'm just like, oh, I finally got a second, right?
What?
And I'm like, I couldn't even figure out what was going on.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
I was like, who is doing what to who is saying what? And then all of a sudden, like, I'm in my chat that we got our thread and everything, and I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah, I saw people going after Saggy. I was like, okay, no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So Brian, I know that you have been you've been concerned about this. I mean, like what's your take on this, man?
Man, okay. So, as for someone who's been a part of this movement for the better part of a year, and one of the more vocal ones that's been in the trenches, taking a lot of the slings and arrows that have been thrown our way. You know what I mean? I feel like I have a voice in this kind of matter, where it comes from. And as far as the Nerd Queens are concerned, every time they've come on this channel, they've been nothing but some of the best people on the internet, in my opinion. Like the fact that they've done the work and put in the groundwork and networked and gotten all this, developed all these friendships. I mean, that's basically
did they do everything? Did they just do it by themselves? No, but they've never claimed that either.
But even if they did, more respect to them for that. And for the fact that they're calling them clout chasers, I find that rich when they're upset because they're not getting that clout themselves. So it's just like, and it's the same thing. This has been going on since freaking December. Okay, when they were all salty about Deck the Halls of Justice. I mean, I remember I watched the damn stream. And I unsubscribed. I was like, no, dude, I don't need to listen to this crap anymore, man. And that's when I noticed that after the movie came out, I don't think it was going to be the same, dude, because there was just so many. I think what it is that restore the Snyderverse means different things to different people at this point. Like, for some people, it's Snyder or nothing.
Yep.
And some people it's like, all right, well, in a manner of speaking, it's continuing because Ben Affleck's still Batman. You know what I mean?
Pictures came out today.
Still Flash.
Pictures came out today, but God forbid we even talk about those.
Oh, heaven forbid we talk about that positively.
Because I swear to God, they're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't you remember Ray Fisher? You betrayed Ray Fisher, Enoch. I literally got that message this last week. You betrayed
when Ray Fisher was on this show and said, what? What did he say? Oh, I have friends. Ezra Miller's on the flat.
Yeah.
Did anybody not watch the video of Ezra Miller and Ray Fisher on the set?
Yeah.
Where like it had pictures of Ezra Miller everywhere.
Ray T. Carr's his best friend, dude. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna go see it. And then like I've had people come at me, well, you supported the idea of going to a matinee. Oh my God. God forbid that I tried to save you some money. Okay. Did I tell you when did you had to go see the movie? Ty, listen, when The Flash comes out, I'm just telling you right now, if you want to be my friend and if you want to be on the right side of history, okay, what you have to do is you have to wait. I'm going to officially tell you this now because you need to know this if you're going to be my friend. You have to officially wait 2 weeks after the release of The Flash because we have to send a message. Okay. And then you cannot go to like the late show where you're going to spend the full price for a ticket. You can't go to anything after 6 p.m. where you have to spend full price for a ticket. You must go. If I don't know what time you work or whatever, but if you work during the day, you're probably going to have to take a day off work, whatever, because you're going to have to go between the hours of 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. or whenever your matinees stop and only pay, the cheap price, right? Or you know what? You could bend your morals a little bit and maybe like watch it illegally, yeah, so that they don't get money, right? But even then you shouldn't even want to watch this junk because this is absolutely offensive to anyone who is a real fan and to Ray Fisher. And Ray Fisher will literally show up at your house, Ty, and tell you you're a racist and you're a horrible person if you even think about liking anything to do with The Flash, Suicide Squad, or anything coming out that Warner Brothers is doing, because it's all about that. It's not about what happened. It's not about bringing light to what happened and hope for the future. It's about that, man.
Well, guess what? I just got I just actually got to well, I choked my words there a little bit. I actually got invited to an advanced screening of the Suicide Squad, and I am actually looking forward to that and The Flash.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You're going to go see Suicide Squad in the theater and in advance?
And
choose your words carefully.
I'm going to go see The Flash because Ezra is in it, Batfleck is in it, and they were a part of the Snyderverse, and we should treat them as such. Because
he must have internet problems, Brian. He must have internet problems. You know what? Here's a guy with some wisdom who will replace him. We're replacing the white guy with the black guy. Is that all right? Can we do that?
Oh man, you're gonna get canceled. You may not have much time left.
This guy.
I know. Well, no, because I'm supporting you. I'm supporting you, William. Like that's. I got rid of this white guy out of here who's going to support this racist guy.
Did I actually have internet problems?
No.
This is what happens when you bring facts and logic to the table. You get a timeout.
I know. Yeah, that's how we roll around here at the lounge. The second, if you're ever on a 2 cents on nonsense, dude, the moment that you start bringing facts and reality to the table, ask Johnny Pop. I've removed him plenty of times from the conversation.
Hey, yeah, William. What's
Suicide
up?
Squad 2 next Tuesday.
Yeah,
screening myself. So
William, what's up? You popped in the other night and didn't stay.
Oh, I did that by accident. I was actually listening to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And
man.
it hit the link, and I'm like, I was terrified because I'm like, how much did you guys see? My entire pocket or whatever. So I was like, but no, I was. But
no,
then I
it's
was
all good. But listen,
I'm going next week. We're getting a bunch of people dressed up in costume. It's probably going to be 100% Harley Quinn, but I mean, because all the other costumes are either that known or Sharkman or King Shark, and there's not going to be a costume of that. So it's going to be 100 Harleys that we're going to be taking to this thing next Tuesday. And,
hey, real quick, I do want to interrupt because I just saw the Richard is here the other night. He said this is a great Poindexter Lounge, great combo. Listen, the other night the Richard was here. We were talking about Masters of the Universe and everything, and he mentioned to me his mother was having surgery and asked me to pray for her, asked us all to pray for her, and so I want to bring this up because this is the type of place this is, folks. Okay.
I'm glad she's doing well.
Yeah, and says Mama the Richard got through her surgery today and is looking good. Thank you all for your prayers. Hey Richard, we love you, man. Send our love to your mom. And we hope for a
I love that name he gave her, Mama the Richard. That's
I know. And thank you to everyone in the chat. Like I haven't even been looking at the chat. I'm so sorry. Like I gotta have to look. I don't know if anybody gave a super chat during that time. I probably just missed it. If nobody gave a super chat, great. But I just I needed to say what I needed to say, and I needed to be focused on that. But thank you all. I'm seeing so many people here in the chat showing their support.
I could definitely see why. It was like moving actually watching your intro. I think you made a lot of good points, and kind of like because it does need to be talked about. It sucks that we need to talk about it, but the Nerd Queens are sweethearts, and they've done so much for the fandom as a whole, and to see these people, I don't really know who they are. I've never really heard of them.
Neither did I. I was
but
trying to figure out who you guys are talking about.
Like this is absolutely fine. Like say, Michael here says, personally, I'm done with Zach and ready to move on. But those girls don't deserve. Nobody's forcing anybody. Like I've had people literally tell me, "You're just about Zack Snyder. You don't talk about anything else." And I was on,
really?
RJ. I think it was like RJ defended me the other day because I think it was on Matt Jarbo's stream the other day, and somebody was like in there going, "All Enosh ever talks about is Zack Snyder," and I'm like, "Have you watched my stream?"
You got 6 hours of everything but Zack Snyder.
Yeah, like we went.
I can name some channels that talk about Snyder all day.
3 hours devoted to Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
not a word.
Oh,
not a word.
I saw you did. I'm sorry. You did your stream. I saw you were watching the Kevin Smith thing.
Heck yeah!
Were you watching that?
Dude, I watched it. I watched it that night, man. And then I brought up the key points, man. I brought up the key points.
What'd you think?
Oh, dude, that was absolutely fabulous. That dude is the man.
He torched all of his haters
Oh.
in the first hour.
And look, there's still, that's a whole other discussion, right? But I mean, they're it's like days later now, and they're still going after him, because it's just all these butthurt people. I swear to God.
It's so funny about Kevin
Bunch of
Smith.
nerds.
He's been dealing with that since the 90s, though.
I know.
Like he's been dealing with critics.
Mallrats.
Exactly. Like since Mallrats, like everybody loved Clerks, but no, when Mallrats came out, it was like, oh, it's too long for a comedy.
Shout out to
Hour
this
and a
guy
half
here.
before they get to the mall.
Shout out to this guy. Hey, Luke.
Hey,
Haven't seen you in a
Drav,
while,
what's
man.
happening,
What's
bud?
going on, Drav Walker, man? I hope you're doing well. Hope your
man.
dad's doing well.
There's-
Like all. You know what? Screw all you who are just like, she's clout chasing, really? Because you know what? I know what's going on in people's lives that I don't know. Like I've never met in person, literally on the other side of the planet. Okay, asking Luke here how his dad's doing, because this is how I care. Tiffany and I literally went to H. Bart's house last week for his 21st birthday, for God's sake.
And you brought him Arby's.
Yeah, I brought him. I bought him Arby's, and I bought him a birthday present.
Big Montana.
Dear
What?
God.
Hey, Enosh, my birthday is
Wasn't a big
September,
one.
but don't worry about getting me a birthday present.
I know. Because you're coming here, right?
I'm coming here to go ahead. I'm going to pick my birthday presents. All right. So,
oh my God.
beware the U-Haul.
Right, exactly. No, what were you saying, Brian?
Well, I do have something to say about like the purists for the Ray Fisher angle. How many of these guys still have their HBO Max? How many of these guys are going to talk about that stuff after it comes out? That's why it's like that to me is fandom menace crap. And the moment they started doing that, I was like,
Dude,
no.
boycott isn't even like an actual. So I was talking about this with someone the other night. Boycott isn't. It's more of a threat, right? Like a threat to you. Like, I'm going to boycott your movies, but like those are the same people they're still going to go see the movie. Like they're going to go see it and they're going to talk about it on their stream so they can hate and breed that toxicity that they thrive upon, right? So they're going to see the movie, but they're going to say that they're boycotting it, and that's like they're it's not an action anymore. It's a threat. It befuddles me.
Oh, was Nana here? Was Nana here?
Yeah, she dropped
Yeah,
in
she
before
was.
she went to work.
Yeah, she was on her way to work.
You don't drink blood, right?
Oh Jesus! From what I understand, it's really.
How do you think we got the Snyder cut, folks? Nana and Cole are directly. I shouldn't even go there, but Nana and Cole are directly responsible. They bit the heads off some bats. They brought over Ozzy Osbourne to the house. They
accidentally started the pandemic, but it was
Lord.
okay.
My God, like, how do you think we got the Snyder cut, man?
Witchcraft.
Much was summoned. Much was summoned that night. I mean,
it's so funny because I just finished Fear Street, the third one today, so I have that all on my mind, and then I hear you talking about like the same like witchcraft and devil worship, and I was like, today's just been one of those days.
Is that any good? I haven't watched one episode yet.
It's good. The first one wasn't meh, but the second two really picked up the slack. I'll tell you that, at least in my opinion.
this guy right here, that dude Vince, he's another guy, man. Like I saw him streaming one night on Twitch. I don't really even go on Twitch, but I saw him streaming on Twitch. I saw it was him. I went on there, found out it was his birthday, man. And, wished him a happy birthday, man. Like, I love these people. Paul here at Broke Lounge Mountain. I can't switch you, Dodge.
But I share the same birthday as my nerd brother, Silent Scotty. I think that's freaking amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. No, this group, this family has done more for me than I can possibly admit on the internet, or would want to. I'm just saying, like, it's a shame to see what's happened over the last couple months, but I think, as far as me personally, how I've navigated the situation, I've tried to stay away from a lot of it. But whenever stuff like this happens, you really have to put your foot down. And especially when you see some people going off the rails with, just a lot of anger going on, because I understand anger and rage is like a drug. It's addicting. And you can get too much of it, and
people get addicted to it, man.
I could tell you about Solo. I could tell you about my own personal religious stuff and why I don't really go to. I'm still spiritual, but I don't go to the building anymore because the building was full of judgmental people that were opposed to my mom's lifestyle, and
Wow.
It's been a while.
Saggy, are you still watching?
Yes, she is.
That's why I said, "Where's my love?" I mean, come on, dude.
She just commented
what am I,
1 minute ago. So
I was just a couple of minutes ago because I just wish she had actually been on the panel and actually said that, so that I could use that as a clip, because that would have been a tremendous clip.
I would use that as a clip.
I just want to use it as a clip of just me looking at it.
She comes for Enosh, but she stays for William. Enosh puts the butts in the seats, but William keeps them there. So what can you say?
Well, the thing is, sometimes those butts look like Jarbo's.
They don't call me butt toucher for nothing. They don't call me butt toucher for nothing. I just want to say, I need.
There's so much to be afraid of these days.
You never know when you're going to get clipped on this show.
Right.
That's why I always try to talk really slow, because I feel myself being drawn in. And I'm like, wait.
You still want to pull a Dawson? You just be like, okay.
Yeah. Because you could literally not even have Dawson on the show. He has so many clips that he plays to him. Like, Dawson could be asleep somewhere, and he's still on the show.
Right.
You like royalties or something. That'd be hilarious.
Right. No, I love the plunger. The plunger says I stand with the nerd queens in Poindexter Lounge, but not Matt Jarbo.
Well, yeah, he was pretty hard on you.
Oh my gosh. So I haven't even looked. I'm sure we got a ton of thumbs down.
Bye, Nana. Have a good day at work.
Oh, is she still here?
No, I think she's gone.
She's
just checking out. Yeah, she was here. Hey, Nana, love you, girl. Have a wonderful day at work. Have a wonderful day at work. We love you. We stand with you. We support you. There you go.
Don't listen to the a-holes.
Exactly. She stands by her statements. She's there you go.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. No, you know what? All of this stuff just needs to stop. I don't know why people think it's so important to somehow be the top dog, man, to just,
it's really not that big a deal.
Like literally people acting like they're all hard and stuff.
Oh, no.
I think Matt said it best when Matt said, I think it was Matt who said it, like people coming all hard and acting like they're top nerd. And it's like, that's not even something that like you don't get street cred for being a nerd. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know, man. I was raised.
You used to get your ass kicked for being a nerd back when I was coming up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a whole different ball game. Like talking about Star Trek in the 90s, it was a big thing, but like it wasn't.
The only thing that saved me was my size. But this was stuff. I mean, if you got caught reading comics and everything, you were on that table, the other table that they set up for the geeks in the cafeteria. You weren't looked on as normal. Your parents didn't even look at you as normal. You hung out at the comic book store, and that was your brotherhood. When we left that comic book store, we left. That was it.
Hell, I didn't even have that. Outsiders. It was just me.
We were outsiders.
Solo nerd. It was like
everywhere we went, and then we were all solo nerds, but we ran into other solo nerds. See, so when I see it all together now, and I see people dressing up and having fun and going to movies and things like that, like I said, we dreamed about having when we were kids. It's cool in one way, but it's also like, wow, where was this when I was growing up? But at the same time, I appreciate it because there's somebody that was a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old that if they didn't have that kind of brotherhood to go to, they might not be in a good place. So I'm glad that it is around. I mean, I'm glad that as kids, we were tough enough to be able to, to get through being made fun of if we wore a Superman shirt or, like I said, that new X-Men, we would buy the one X-Men issue. I would buy it and the other 4 or 5 of us would read it. I mean, we got like basically ostracized, but like I said, now it's cool. So since it is cool, I mean, enjoy the brotherhood. This stuff that's going on, like I said, without going into the specifics of what I was, I saw in the group chat and then what you had to comment on, this isn't fun. And at some point, the primary cog of any of this has to be fun, or you got to walk away from it, in my opinion.
Exactly.
And like I said, if you run a business that has to do with any of this stuff, there's going to be tough times. You're going to go through patches where things are absolutely horrific and business is bad sometimes, and you're just wondering why you even got into it. If the first pillar is not fun, then it's easier to walk away. But if you're not having fun, just don't do it. I mean, don't watch these, why go after people? Where's the fun? We're talking about comic books and things that are based on science fiction, horror, fantasy, and geekdom. That has to be fun, or the conversation really can't happen. Even if you're in a room of disagreement, if you're not, I can disagree with somebody and have fun.
Yeah.
Damn.
I do it all the time. Honestly, I feel bad for people who wake up with that much hate in their heart that they need to go out and do things like this. Because honestly, you're wasting so much of your time and efforts to be toxic and to bring negativity. Like you should seek help, because trust me, you're not living the correct way. There's more to life than that.
Yeah, you're not living your best life. Trust me.
You're not even living your life. You're not even living your life. You're basically, all this stuff comes through when you view yourself through the lens of others. And you instead of starting with what you want to do, what makes you happy, what's fun for you. I mean, what's going on with other people, it just is like, great. If somebody wants to do something a specific way on a YouTube channel or anywhere in life, that's great. But it didn't start with them. I mean, in order for you to get up and have this much venom with other people, like I said, I just don't have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of energy. I mean, I work 100 hours a week, and where does the energy come from? These guys who have this time to set aside to go after somebody, and on the levels that they do. It's one thing to comment on a tweet and move on, but to actually make it a campaign, that's just too much time. I mean, I don't have enough time to sleep, breathe, and drink my coffee, and run a business, do the stream. I mean, but these guys have too much time on their hands.
Well, I just want to say too to everyone watching, please, before you leave the stream at the end of the night tonight, whenever you leave, please make sure you thumbed up this video, please, and we appreciate that. And then also, go over to the Nerd Queens, just go over to their channel, subscribe, and also, if you're on Twitter or whatever, follow them, send them some love, let them know that that you support them, because they need that, please. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, for sure.
Go ahead.
It's those same. It's okay. So there's a person like you, William, who works 100 hours a week, or like Enosh, who does all these good things. Does the band thing, preaches, does a channel where he spreads love and positivity, reviews things that he loves, yada, yada, yada. The list goes on. You can see the difference in a person like maybe us and a person like that who, I, in my head, theorize that they are much like the people who stormed the Capitol. They sit in the basement of whatever den or dungeon they're in, and they just spread hate on the internet all day, and it literally blows my mind that they have this much time and that's what they focus on is the toxicity of it all.
Real quick here, I do want to thank you, Daniel, for the $20 super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Says this is for yesterday for your guys' priceless reaction to the comment about the communist plot to emasculate men in the Masters of the Universe. Thank you, Daniel. Yes, and you know what? And the thing is like I said, people say like, well, you do the 2 cents on nonsense show where you go after stuff. No, we go after stuff in fandom that's nonsense about fandoms. Like, so when people just come out and they're like going off on Master Universe or going off on Star Wars or going off on whatever, and like, we're nerds, so we know about these properties, and these are people outside of that. Okay, and they're like, literally today, I rewatched again Masters of the Universe, Season 1, Episode 6, Tila's Quest. That's all about Tila being the daughter of the sorceress. And
Episode
then
6 is out?
What's that?
Episode 6 is out already?
No. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Season 1, Episode 6.
Oh, you're the original. Okay.
Tila's Quest, the original show. You can find it right here on YouTube. It's right there, and it's great. I mean, it's 20 minutes. You can watch it real quick, whatever, and you'll get all the backstory you need, literally, for the new Masters of the Universe show. That she is destined to be the sorceress one day and take the sorceress's place. And, and so, yeah, but like, yeah, when I hear like weird stuff like that last night, Daniel, that just, it blows my mind. I'm just like, there's some people who read way, way more into stuff than, than it ever was. Real quick before we get to, hold on a second. Where was it? Yeah, Paul's already given me a good thumbing, so I appreciate that, Paul. And then also here, hey, Proby1236, also with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Proby. Says the whole thing of attacking within the fandom, boycotting, canceling people based on what I feel is personal reasons is childish and stupid. Trying to cancel nerd queens on stupidity, then attacking saggy for defending them. Yep. And that's unfortunately where we've come to with some of these people. Like, they got nothing better going for them. I don't see them making positive content that's stirring anybody. I don't see them making positive content that's like encouraging anyone or inspiring anyone. These are people who can't inspire anybody to anything. Literally, all they do is talk loudly and I don't know. I mean, they don't, anytime they've been challenged on anything, like they literally don't know stuff, like literally about the movies, the films, anything, whatever. Like, where's that nerd cred, right? Like we want to like throw around nerd cred. Come on. Right. But even beyond that, what are they doing positive themselves? They're literally attacking Nana and Cole and others for trying to do something positive in the fandom, whether it was Justice Cons 1 or 2, whether it was the stuff that they did out at San Diego Comic-Con, in the last few years or whatever, like literally attacking them left and right, ignoring everything Zack Snyder literally called them out by name on Grace Randolph's channel and said, I trust these women. I don't know what else to say. I mean, what else do you say to that? But I do ask this: where's your positive content, other side? Where's your positive acts? What are you guys talking about? Oh, we're going to arrange our own thing. Well, where's that? When's that coming?
Right.
When's that coming? When is the positive? When is the positive stream that inspires people from you coming? I mean, not the 5-hour thing where you just literally bitch and moan about the nerd queens and everybody who supports them, and then literally attacking everybody who supports them. I'm talking about literally where is your positive things. You want to act like you're the real fandom. Well, what are you doing to actually help move the fandom forward in a positive way besides literally just trying to get everybody upset?
Yeah. And
a lot of this is jealousy, and that's
you, Proby.
Well,
dude, the worst emotion I've ever had or felt is jealousy.
Yeah.
It ruins things, man. It ruins things.
But that's the thing is, all right, so listen, to be really transparent, right? To be 100% transparent. When I, as a person who does a podcast where I like to interview people, right? Mm-hmm. When I see that the Nerd Queens have on Snyder, or that even Lightcast had on Snyder, or that Enosh has on Ray Fisher and Wayne Carr, right? Yeah. It's natural. Trust me. It's natural to feel a little jealous. But you know what I did? You know what I didn't do? I didn't attack them and make false accusations about them to put myself on a pedestal because I thought that I was better or deserved something more than someone. It just, dude, jealousy is natural.
If you use it to make it better, so say when I open up my store, obviously there's going to be people out there with bigger pockets and everything's going to look prettier and all that. And jealousy wouldn't be the one thing, but what I did is I basically said, okay, what can I do? What do I have? What can I build? Exactly. And the one thing I learned years and years ago, There will always be other people that can out-resource you, outspend you, and make things a lot prettier. But there can never be anybody that can outthink you or out-imagine you.
Yeah.
You have that more than each individual has that in spades over anybody else they're ever going to meet, because whatever they create is going to be them. And whoever walks through your door is going to experience that. I don't care about what the other guy's doing down the street or how he did it. It's great that he reached that level, but you know what? I'm going to take that as a somewhat blueprint in the back of my head. I'm going to make it my own. I'm going to recreate it into something I can use and do for myself. I'm not going to shoot down somebody who may have a little bit more success for me. I'm going to take a stab at it.
Absolutely.
And make it mine. So
absolutely. Come up with an idea. Do something that's going to support if you're a Snyder fan, do something that's going to support that. If you're a Star Wars fan, instead of griping about everything you hate about Star Wars right now, do something that supports that. Okay. Hold on just a second. So Proby with a $10 super chat here says, also loved Saggy's rant as well as yours on this topic. Hashtag West and Saggy. That's funny. But yeah, look, in Saggy, we support Saggy full on. Saggy, you're more than welcome. You should have the link if you want to join us. You're more than welcome to join us because and kind of recap your place in all this, because I loved your rant. I didn't get to listen to it all because I was watching Rick and Morty with my wife. And I was like, but I was listening to Saggy, in here, and Tiffany and I were talking about what was going on, and that's why I was like, you know what, I need to do this. Also, you know what? So maybe there are some people who aren't familiar with the Nerd Queens. Give me just a second, and I will. I'll actually explain that. But I do have here a couple more here. Dan of Steel, thank you. Dan of Steel says, "Oh, see here, yep." And you know what, Dan, you just really just got me to the heart, because I'm going to tell you something. Dan is still here with a $5 super chat. Says, men are still good. We fight, we kill, we betray one another, but we can rebuild. We can do better. We will. We have to. Bruce Wayne.
Hell yeah.
That's absolutely right. You know what got me this week, dude? Dan, thank you. Dan, can I just tell you, thank you? Because you know what? Somebody attacked me this week over that stupid comment where I said that I was a leader in the Snyder Cut movement. Never said that I was in charge. Never said that I was better than anybody else. Never said any of that. If you want to know what my definition of a leader is, listen closely. Look me in the eye. Here's my definition of a leader. And this person didn't accept this when I tried to tell this person who's been a longtime supporter of the channel, but I don't know if there's a language barrier. I don't know what the deal is. I am a minister. In my profession, leaders are called to be servants. They're called to lift people up, not to be in charge. I am a pastor at my church. I am not in charge, but people look to me as a leader. I am in a band where I'm literally there with 3 other people that all bring something different to the table, and I look to leadership for them. I write a lot of the songs, right? But we've got a lead singer. She's a female who has her own marketing firm. So when it comes to like marketing the band and putting stuff out, I trust her leadership. My drummer is an engineer. Okay. I trust him for like his leadership ability when it comes to money, finances, and also like organizational things and stuff like that. Our bass player is very well versed in music, and I trust him for his opinions on songs and, song selection when we do covers and things like that. We're all leaders. You say, well, everybody can't be a leader. Yeah, they can. Yes, they can. Leaders are servants because they serve the greater good. They serve the greater good of the community. That's what I was talking about. And you know what somebody said? Because I had said that a few months ago, they used the Superman reference when he's talking to Lois, sent me the stupid gif of Superman saying, what did he say in Batman v Superman, that not all men stay good or whatever. How many, whatever, not all men stay good or whatever.
20 years in Gotham.
Yeah, say Superman flying away, saying that men change and don't stay good. Basically saying that I'm not a good person anymore. And totally taking it out of context, not caring. But you know what? I'm still here. And I'm gonna be here. Also, let's see. Lena Deli. What's up, Lena Deli? With 100. I don't know what that is. Does anybody know what that is?
Nah.
What is mad? That's good. All
right, Google. Let's find
right.
out.
I know. Like, somebody we figured somebody gave Matt Jarbo one
Moroccan. It's a Moroccan dirham.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I
Cool,
apologize if I mispronounced that.
No, it's all good.
Not as
Thank
worldly
you.
as I thought.
well, thank you, Lena Dell. I love this guy. Great guitar player, by the way. Great guitar player. Really good guy. Had him on when we had our Yingwei discussion.
Nice.
So thank you, sir,
so
for
sad
that.
I missed that.
Thank you for that.
Sergeant is right.
But thank you, sir, and says all the support, Enosh. Sucks to see the fandom turning on itself. Hashtag Garza was right. LOL. Also, I love some of these comments that you guys are dropping. It's called teamwork. Absolutely, teamwork. That's right. You support your team. I worked for FedEx for years. I was on a sales team, and you know what? I was no better than anybody else. I was a salesperson. Within a bunch, we had a sales manager. He was the one in charge, but my team looked to me as a leader because of the stuff that I did. We all bounced ideas off each other. Like, what is this deal with? Like, somebody's got to be in charge or somebody's better than everybody else. It blows my mind, like the way that people getting all like worked up over this stuff. Oh, hey, yes, we do. We stand Saggy for sure, and we stand her.
Well, the funny thing is like, has everybody seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody knows that Ben Affleck is in that movie, and he's the one that introduces them to the internet. And it's like, oh, it's the internet. It's where people bitch about movies. And it's like, oh, man, that movie was prophetic. And the best part was when he's sitting there, he's like, you know, they're just complaining about fictional characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fictional characters.
No.
And I'm like, oh, my gosh. Little did he know he would be Daredevil and Batman after that. And yeah, he would be the victim of ire, just to say the least.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just come on, people, relax. Keep in mind what we're talking about is a fictional universe. We might as well be arguing about unicorns at the end of the day.
Right. Here's Justin Proper. Here's the thing, like, right. So Justin Proper and I, we probably disagree on some nerd stuff, right? But you know what? But Justin Proper's I've been very vocal about my disdain for some of the fandom menace stuff, because you know what? And that's how I feel that like some of this is starting to get. Brian, you've mentioned this too. Like, I don't want us to turn into this thing where we eat ourselves alive, where we just become known for being nothing but negative. We're fulfilling this prophecy that was said about us. You know,
as I misquoted earlier, it's the line from The Dark Knight where it's like, you know, you become the hero, but you live long enough to become the villain. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, so Justin Proper here with a $5 super chat. Like, look, man, you know, he runs with people that I've been vocal about, like in the fandom, and called out, and you know, and everything else. But you know what? Justin and I have an understanding because Justin's a good guy, and you know what? At the end of the day, we're both nerds, and we appreciate each other that way. He says, if it's okay, I'd like to say something on this. Seriously, I just sent him a link. It says you're not alone in this. Thank you. Also, Gary Van, he always has a Van Halen joke, but the Gary Van Halen is better than.
I was gonna say he's not running with the devil right now.
Apparently he's not. He's not. And then, oh my goodness, Trav Walker.
You just saw that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to play catch up with all this stuff. Luke with 200 Australian, dude. Thank you so much, brother. Says thanks y'all for the best wishes. Really appreciative. But I left for a while because of the crap with certain YouTubers. Someone from a certain corner tried hacking my Twitter account. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't me.
Well, that's a different corner.
It wasn't my corner.
My symbol still sits on that channel. Master of the Universe, I enjoyed. Just wanted to see more He-Man. I hate cancel culture. And Luke, I know a lot of what you've talked about, that you've gone through. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, these people, why are these people like taking this stuff so deathly serious, man? That like they attack people trying to, you know.
If you don't like it, turn it off.
I thank God I got Silent Scotty. I'll just tell you that. I thank God I got Silent Scotty, because Silent Scotty's like.
Well, how many of us have jobs aside from this? Like,
I have a job.
Okay, so I think that adds a lot of perspective to the situation. There's people that are trying to make this their job, or you know what I mean, or taking this seriously as a job. And I'm sorry, man, but like, with as many people that are on YouTube right now, I mean, it's just so spread so thin. I mean, as far as monetization goes, I mean,
Oh my
stuff
gosh.
like that. I mean,
Oh my
I
gosh.
doubt you'll hardly make anything as far as ad revenue is concerned.
No,
just based off of that.
no.
I mean,
and listen,
if it wasn't
people
for like,
people are always asking me, why do you do so many live streams? You know why? Because a lot of times I'll record a video, upload a video, go through this whole process,
It's the only
edit a
ones
video,
people
stuff like
watch.
that. And you know what? People can't interact with the live video, you know, a lot of times. And so like it will take months for that video to like get just a handful of viewers of what I literally get from one live stream. And that's not ad revenue that I'm talking about. I'm just talking about I want people to watch the video.
yeah. So basically,
know?
it's like you're looking at this from more of like a hobby, like having
Yes.
fun with it. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
this is something I do to take my mind off of how much I don't like my life. You know what I mean? So it's like this is my distraction. I mean, it's a little harsh words. But
I like my life, but
it's,
Brian, do we need to go in the back and talk here for a minute?
you know, I think we.
You know, I love you.
One point in time, but.
Right? But no, Drav, dude, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, dude. You stay strong. Like I told you before in one of our own private conversations, man. Don't let anybody, you know, bully you, harass you into who you can watch, who you can't watch, who you should support, who you don't support, whatever, man. You are loved, and we love you here for sure, man. Proby1236 again with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Says it was we stand saggy. LOL. First time using it. Work with autistic kids as a psychologist. So using what they have taught me on the new age slang, LMAO. Yeah, like we've all had to get used to some of that slang. Some of us who are a little older and stuff are not used to dealing with that stuff. But yeah,
what the hell's a stand?
Right. That's what I like. Well, and like shipping. I was like, what's the shipping thing? Like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
But yes, we do stand saggy, and we stand saggy. We put up with her. You know, except for when she comes in too hot with Sasha, and you know, it's like, you know, after about 10 minutes of yes,
that's like RJ and his troll voice. It's like all the voices in the universe. You could have chosen.
That hurt my nasal
This
system.
weird little high pitched squeal.
Right.
That was like a banshee call. That could have broken glass. No, I'm just kidding, RJ.
I didn't think he could reach that high a note, man.
Right? I was like, Freddie Mercury would be impressed. No.
All right, so here we got Anthony Grigsby with a $7.99 Australian super chat. Thank you, sir. Says, gotta love irony too. Articles at the moment about the Batman scenes being shot. Ben Affleck is not there yet because he is being J-Lo's hero. I know. I saw a thing of like they're like when people are talking about your Batman and you haven't even suited up,
Affleck.
And you haven't even suited up yet, and it's the picture of him with his hand on J-Lo's butt. I mean, come on, the dude's living the life.
He's trolling all of us, damn it.
He's trolling all of us.
Dude, how is it that both Batmans are wrecking shop? Okay, you got freaking Zoe Kravitz and freaking Robert Pattinson, and the Batmobile, no less. Rumor or no, legendary. Okay. And then you got,
JLT. I'm going to tell you this right now.
I was gonna say something earlier.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
I was gonna do it earlier.
You talk like that, you're a piece of trash.
Earlier you said something, and I would love.
I thought that was deleted. That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
no, you know what? No, I put you in timeout, and obviously you didn't get the message. That's garbage.
Garbage.
You think you're so good? Let's see some pictures of you. Let's see some pictures of you. I'm sure you're a piece chiseled, aren't you? I'm sure you're a piece of work just chiseled out of stone, aren't you? Well, I can tell you one thing: you don't have too much between your ears. If this is how you live your life, that this is how great you think you are, that you can come into somebody's chat and put down somebody because of their weight, you are garbage. That attitude is garbage, and you're gone. I gave you a chance. I tried, but you are gone. I put you in timeout. I hope that you would get the message, and now you're gone. So I hope it was worth it. You got your little 5 minutes of fame. You can go back. You can watch this in a party over and over again. Go, look, they talked about me on the Poindexter Lounge when I called someone fat. That woman is smarter than you will ever be. That woman is beautiful.
Yeah, makes
gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. That woman has stood in this room. That woman is a great human being. And you have shown that you're not even a human being. But
Uh-oh.
Oh, was it him that froze or us?
I was going to say, I've been doing it all night. I've been doing it all night. So I'm like, I have no clue.
He was in the middle of the best moment, and
always, dude. Enosh gets robbed in the best parts of his
robbed.
And then frozen in the worst positions.
But Enosh, I don't think it's worth it to go on with this guy.
No,
It's that negativity, man.
Never met somebody
I know.
you never met.
It's crazy.
That right there is what's wrong.
That's why they say it.
That
they
right
say
there
it
is what's
they've
wrong.
never met.
Why
They've
would
never
you
met
say
him in
that?
person.
What prompted? I know he's gone, but I'm like, what?
Well,
you know,
to stir up a response.
Got nothing better to do than to try to hurt somebody. That's what you're all about, literally.
You got a problem with me, buddy? I'm obese.
I want to
for
touch
years.
your man boobs.
I wear it well.
We're so far away.
Yeah, you come in here. Look, I weighed 430
Master of
pounds.
None merch.
Yeah, you've done a great
I
job.
weighed 430 pounds. Screw you. Get your head out of your own butt. Dear God.
I move well for a big dude.
I'm sorry to people in the back. I'm gonna get you in here. Hold on a second. Yeah,
I was a
you're
lineman.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, I'm about
You're
to
right.
say, of all the people, of anybody to say that about, but you pick on somebody who's
Screw that.
not in the hot
Screw that.
department there.
Screw that. You know what? If you don't like it, that's fine. Because you know what? Like Sir Mix-a-Lot said, you toss it and you leave it. Somebody will pull up real quick to retrieve it.
No problem.
Whoever has the blessing of being with a woman, the caliber and the just the beauty and the strength of that woman is a lucky man.
Yeah.
So you can get out of here with that. That pisses me off. Pisses me right off.
You got like a Scarlet Witch cosplay thing on her thing, man. Go look at that.
Oh my God, that pisses me off.
That.
Okay, so I'm just making sure that I'm not getting behind anything here. Okay, so okay, so we got a couple of people. We got Justin Proper here. What's up, Justin?
Hi.
And we got the very vocal and wonderful and beautiful in her own right, Saggy Melons.
Finally.
She's here. I gotta go.
Yeah, that was a down.
Here's the thing. Before I even say hello to anyone, I just want to say that disgusting person. And now that Wonder Meg's here, I'm going to say this. First of all, you literally came in here and called she just showed up. You literally came in here and want to talk about the woman's weight. Have you not been paying attention? That girl has been making moves in the gym.
F that guy.
And even if she wasn't, hold on. No, what I was gonna say, even if she wasn't, she's still beautiful. Big or small, I love them all. And Wonder Meg, since you're here, you're gorgeous, baby girl, and I don't care.
Gorgeous.
Listen, you don't let nobody knock you down. They're haters. They're mad because they don't have their own simp brigade. Oh wells, boo-hoo, cry me a river. But she's beautiful regardless of what her size is. I like them big. I like them small, baby. I love them all.
You wish to God.
I haven't played World of Warcraft in such a long time.
That woman is a gem. You do have to watch her though. You do have to watch her though, that she doesn't steal your action figures. But I will say,
do not speak of my accomplice in such manner.
But that's the kind of woman you want. That you have to keep your eyes out because she might steal your action figures. You would only be blessed. She wouldn't give you the time of day.
Here's the thing about these people that always go on people's looks. See, here's the beauty of it. Looks can always change. You know what doesn't change? Your disgusting, shitty attitude. Excuse my French, but that's what it is. Your looks can always change. Sometimes you're a little bigger than usual. Then maybe you feel like working out. Your looks will always change. And guess what? When you get older, they change some more. So at the end of the day, you can fix however you want to look, but you can't fix that ugly, stank-ass attitude.
Exactly.
And by the way,
here's the man right here, and that's him. What's up?
Is that really him? Is that actually him? Is that actually him?
I can.
Congratulations on your baby!
That.
I love it. Congratulations on your baby.
Congratulations.
We miss you. We wish you Wayne.
Yes, we need to have you back. We need to have you back for an update, bro.
Yeah.
And I still got to have you do an intro for the Poindexter Lounge. I got to have you come back and do an intro for the Poindexter Lounge.
No, I'll do it for you right now. God, hold on. I got you. Hold on. This is Wayne T. Carr, and you're watching the Poindexter Lounge. You already know. Did I do it right? Did I do it
No,
right?
no.
Why?
He's
Oh,
from Boston now.
Well, because one, you don't sound anything like Wayne T. Carr, and
I
two,
tried.
well, yeah, but also like you already know is like Ray Fisher's thing.
Oh, well,
I know you got Ray Fisher on the brain, but come on, keep it together.
Come on.
And also,
we love you,
add on-
Wayne. We love you, brother. And you know what? Yeah, I mean, here's
I tried, Wayne.
Even he's laughing at you. Even he's laughing at you.
Wayne, I
But
got
no,
you, homie. I'm a stand-in.
But like we were talking about, like this man right here is friends with Ray Fisher, and I got people telling me that I betrayed Ray Fisher.
Right.
Like, and this dude's actually friends with him. Like, I can't go over to Ray Fisher's house. Like, I don't have his phone, number or whatever. This guy is close friends with Ray. And they're telling me when I say what Wayne said that I betrayed. So I don't know if you were aware of this, Wayne, but apparently we betrayed our friend. But it's even more so on you, bro, because you should have known better. You betrayed him by saying that you would go maybe to see that movie 2 weeks later.
This is Enosh's betrayal face.
Oh man.
A lot happened in the last 3 minutes, didn't it? Meg, we love you. Meg, we love you. Wayne, we love you. We love you all. You're just excellent. But yeah, Meg, you popped in. So, but I love you. I love you, girl.
We
got your back.
Girl.
We always got your
100,
back. So
100,
and Wayne, we got your back all the time, bro. All the time, man. You're always
I'm a stand-in. I'm a stunt double for Wayne Carr. Just so
it's not the same, Saggy. It's not the same.
Listen,
Saggy.
it can be the same. I can stunt double for him.
Have you seen her crazy videos where she's terrorizing her boss?
No, I haven't.
First of all, you have not seen my. You haven't seen my
gold.
shorts with my boss. I literally mess with my
gold.
boss all day.
That's why she got the subs, man. It's those
I got the subs because I pick on my boss and he loves it. We have a great thing. But yes, I just
amazing. She still has a job, but yeah,
I guess so.
They love me there. But I did want to say, in all seriousness, when everyone was wondering why I was popping off on Twitter today. See, here's the thing. I've been bullied. Hell, I've been a bully. And I've grown, and I can't stand seeing good people get dragged through the mud like these girls were getting dragged through the mud. And it literally, listen, I'm not perfect, y'all. You the bigger I get, the more haters are gonna try to dig back into my past and say, "Hey, Saggy said this, Saggy said that." My mouth gets me in trouble. But you know what my mouth also does? Stands up for people who I love and care about, and see amazing people on this platform. People who propped me up. People who got me monetized on my channel just for putting faith in getting to know me. And when I see bullies attacking people that I know are not what they're saying, I'm done. Like, I don't care. I will bring out the ugly because I can't stand when people are getting bullied, and I can't stand these fandoms constantly doing it to each other. And I will not sit by, stay silent, shut my mouth. I will stand up against these people. I had a bunch of white people today telling me how to feel about racial issues. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh, those are my favorite people. A bunch of
I love those conversations.
Right. These are people saying, "Well, you're ignoring racism," but they're not racist. Well, this is why they're racist. That doesn't look like racism to me. Oh, you're ignoring racism. How are you going to tell a person of color that they're ignoring their own stuff? Like, are you kidding me? And this is what I dealt with today. And these are the type of people who are attacking these women. They're calling them racist. They're not racist. This is the stupidest, disgusting thing. I'm getting tired of people being labeled things that they're not. And I'm not going to sit here and stand by and watch innocent people get attacked anymore. And I'm sorry, like, people say, "Oh, Saggy's all about drama." No, I'm all about defending people who need to be defending, because some people are not equipped to deal with this level of magnitude of haters. I'm equipped for it. So send them my way. So I love y'all. Thank you guys for being defending me. But listen, let them attack me because I can handle it. And my haters get me paid. So let them keep coming.
Well, so I want to update, because I know there's some people who've come in and you don't know what's going on. So what we're talking about tonight is the fact that today, unfortunately,
some people meaning me.
No. There were people today who decided to go on a tear trying to attack the Nerd Queens, who, if you don't know who the Nerd Queens are, the Nerd Queens are a couple of ladies, along with our good friend Wonder Meg here in the chat, who have done things like put on Justice Con and other events, and have been a huge part of the Snyderverse community and in the fight for the Snyder Cut. And they're wonderful people, and they're good people at heart. And but today, unfortunately, and this was not unfortunate what Cole did, because Cole didn't do anything wrong. Cole, one of the Nerd Queens, she posted a picture of Dieter, the character Dieter from Army of the Dead, for the new movie Army of Thieves, and it basically just she was making a point of that, because in Army of the Dead, Dieter kind of shows some connection and some possible interest in the one main character, the one guy. I can't think of his name right now. But anyways, the one guy. What's that?
Who is the actor?
He's the other main guy. I can't think of what. Yeah, you're gonna ask me the actor's name. I can't remember the. I can't remember the
character name.
The character name, for God's sake. But it's the guy that he interacts with, the black guy that he interacts with. Anyways, but he's handsome. He's the guy that's left at the end of the movie. But he's sexy. That guy's attractive, or whatever. And Dieter is kind of this nerd guy, this white nerd guy.
Omari? No.
Yeah.
Omari Hardwick. Yeah.
So the thing is that she, obviously there's some of that little, kind of thing with Dieter, and then in the new movie, when this new trailer thing dropped and it showed him, and like he's kind of having some affectionate looks at another person of color, right? But what Cole was saying was pointing out the fact that they're both very attractive people. Okay. And she was talking about the fact that he's a nerd, and it's kind of ironic that in both movies, he's kind of like with the very, very attractive people, and they kind of show some interest in him. And so she just simply says, it looks like Dieter has a type. To which there are these people. It was not the people that you mentioned. Mr. Wes Allen, who's a YouTuber, and there's a bunch of people along with, and I'll say his name, but there's a bunch of people like who stream with him, and they're all friends and everything. Some of them who are friends of mine, but they came at Cole calling her a racist, and then went as far as to say that she's got a burner account, supposedly, that she poses as a black woman. Like, this is just, it's garbage. It's not true. They're trying to make mountains out of molehills, like literally trying to put circumstantial things together. People were calling them out, asking them, will provide proof, no proof. And then there's other people behind the scenes that are also pushing some narratives about the Nerd Queens, that it's garbage. So they started this hashtag, cancel the Nerd Queens. And there's all these people attacking them and stuff in ways, and hurting people, trying to push them out of the fandom, saying that we need to push them out of the fandom so we can clean out the fandom so that we can start over. And guess what? Joker Fleck cast, guess what? You're gone. You're gone. I don't have to accept anything because I know the truth. You're listening to people talking. I'm telling you the truth. Because I know these people. I know these people. See, so you can watch somebody's YouTube channel, you can read somebody's tweet and think you know something, and if that's really what you think real life is, then I feel sorry for you, because that's not real life. Real life is actually knowing someone, talking with them, and knowing their heart and knowing who they are. And those women are anything but racist. Trust me. And people of color are standing up for them because they have many people in their lives who are people of color who they support and they respect, and it's vice versa. It goes both ways. So people need to miss me with that. People need to miss them with that. And the thing is the Nerd Queens have been very supportive for me when people were attacking me this last week. You know what Cole did? Cole messaged me and said, "Hey, are you okay?" You know what? I love all of my friends, but when I was being attacked left and right like that, Cole was the only person to reach out to me. And this is not to make up my other friends feel bad, because it's not. But
sorry,
but
man, I've had a busy week.
Brian,
God dang it, man.
but no. This isn't that. It's just she noticed. Okay, she noticed a couple of things. She noticed that I tweeted a couple of things. You know, not everybody's going to see everything, right? But she noticed, and you know what was important to me was Cole saw that, and Cole reached out to me and said, "Hey, are you okay? Is there anything that we can do for you?" And when I saw this mess today, you know what I said to her? I messaged her and I said, "Hey, I guess it's my turn to return the favor. Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, you can go on with your, you need to accept the fact. And you know what? And I apologize. You know, maybe you were being sarcastic. I don't know. So if I blocked you and you're being sarcastic, maybe I should have just timed you out, because maybe you would have come back and said I was just, and so I apologize. But you got to understand, though, right now is probably not the time.
Zero tolerance, man. We're not playing.
Probably right now is not the time for a joke like that, if that was a joke, right? Because this is a hot topic for me. I want you to know this is serious to me. These are people that I know and I care about. And, you know, like Saggy got upset about it because it's somebody that Saggy cares about. You know,
and I know they're not racist, and I'm a black woman. You're gonna tell me that these people are racist? I'm black. I'm sorry, I'm not dark enough for you. I'm a light-skinned black chick, but I'm 100% black. Not
dark
mixed.
as hell. I didn't
black.
see. I read the comment, and I was trying to figure out, was I missing something that was supposed to upset me?
So you're gonna tell a black person that I'm ignoring racism? I don't see it. I'm sorry. It's not. I'm not ignoring it because it doesn't exist. So you're gonna tell a black person that her friends are racist? You can go. This is not my stream, so I'm gonna not say it. But y'all know where I was going with that.
Say what you got to say. Say what you got to say, Saggy.
I'm not gonna cuss,
Saggy,
but y'all can
Saggy,
straight
you know
up.
what? Look. There's times for expletives. And if there was ever a time for expletives, it's now. And if you got something to say,
it pisses me off.
I'm not going to stop you.
I'm getting tired of, number one, I'm getting tired of white people telling me how I'm supposed to feel about stuff that affects me. Okay, I've dealt with real racism. Okay, I know what racism looks like. So when you're gonna call people who said something that you interpreted as racism, you're gonna just straight up call them racist and ask for cancellation, you can go fuck yourself. I will say that with a hard F. I'm sorry, love you, Enosh, but that's how I feel, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people on this platform manipulating, taking advantage, and trying to build themselves on bullshit. I'm getting tired of it. That's why I build my channel. My channel, yes, I talk about drama, but I'm building my channel so I can be a better content creator, because we need more honest and open people who aren't afraid to say it like it is because of a friggin' number on their friggin' page. I'm getting tired of the disingenuous people who have the nerve to call us disingenuous because they're projecting. They are absolute garbage people on this platform, and I will always call them out. And what I'm not going to do is sit here quiet, shut my goddamn mouth, so that people on this platform can use it to try to manipulate, twist, and tear down people who did nothing but talk to a man that you want to talk to. Get the fuck over it. You are not entitled to Zack Snyder. You're not entitled to these friggin' people in the industry, and you're not going to take that out on people who are, because there's a reason why these people talk to these women. It is because they're good people. And if you can't understand that, too fucking bad. Grow up. You're all grown-ass adults acting like high school children. We are too goddamn old to be acting like this, and I'm getting sick of it. And I am gonna, Saggy's popping off. You're right. Because I'm sick of seeing good people that I have grown to care about get dragged through the mud because of your egos and your entitlement. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Hey, man, the way I look at it is we're all humans compared to the Vulcans, man.
We are humans. We are all humans, and that's another thing. You know, people, here's the thing. The guy that I was talking to, he's still commenting to me now. You go to this page, he has hashtag mental health awareness, hashtag suicide prevention, but you're here bullying and harassing and spreading false narratives, causing people to become very upset and stressed. You're causing people who you don't know may have mental health issues, and you're literally bullying them. So guess what? I'm calling bullshit. You only have that in your friggin' bio to make yourself appear like you're a good person. I'm only doing this for the greater good. But you're a white man arguing with a black woman saying that she's ignoring racism. Yeah, very good optics, buddy. Very good optics. Get off my timeline, y'all people, with this nonsense. Man, I'm telling you.
Well, and look, on this channel, we have plenty of people of color represented. I love it when we have people of color. I love the episodes that we do where the white people are outnumbered, and you know what I mean. I always welcome that. And look, when people of color are telling you that you're full of crap in droves, you know, and people in the chat, you know, here's Mary. You know, like we've talked. How long has Mary been coming to the channel? I never once knew she was black. It doesn't matter.
Didn't matter.
It doesn't matter because I love her. I love her comments.
No.
I love her attitude. I love her personality. Angie here, a black woman. I love her. You know, I love her stuff. Let's see, Enosh Mladen here. What's up, Mladen? Enosh, did you read the super chat?
Which
I
one?
Didn't, yeah, I didn't see a super chat that I missed. I didn't think. Hold on a second. Let me back. I went back to there. No, let's see
I mean, if you're referring to drive walkers, you did, yes.
Oh no, it's.
Oh,
sad
you know what?
that-
You know what? Hold on a second. I think. You know what? I missed Lewis Cox's super chat. I did.
Shite.
I missed Lewis Cox's. I don't know how I missed Lewis's super chat. Lewis, if you're still here, man, I am very, very sorry.
You have to get one of them little robots that it pops up and reads the robot voice.
Yeah, right, and just interrupts everybody, right? I got.
what did I see that on?
I don't know how I missed his, but he gave a £2 super chat. Lewis Cox did. Thank you, Lewis, and I apologize, man, because I got Anthony Grigsby afterwards, but it must have moved. I apologize, man. Lewis knows that I love him. What's up,
when you
Lewis?
got 80 people in here, the chat gets quick.
Yeah, Lois here with a £2 super chat says there is no I in team, but there is an E in team. So there you go. I'm trying to be the E. I'm trying to be the E.
There is an ME. You know, there's me. There's a me.
According to Kobe.
Oh, okay. So that means that you're the selfish one, Brian, for recognizing that.
Yeah, right. Actually,
that
no,
was
somebody
a test
told me
and you
that.
failed.
Somebody told me that in high school, and it kind of stuck with me for a long time. I've been involved in nothing but team sports most of my entire life, so the whole idea of collectivism has been ingrained into my brain for far too long.
And like I said, the other thing that they did for Pepper here, because Pepper was talking about, you know, they were showing their support, and I noticed the arm there. One of the other things they did was they tried to make the accusation about Cole that supposedly she had a burner Twitter account that was representing herself as a black person.
Oh God, who cares? Who cares?
But you know, but you know what? So here's the thing. They're trying to say this just because there's nothing apparently on it that represent. I don't know. I asked her, and she's like, no, I don't. But the avatar is a black person, but it's not like a black person. It's like a black character or whatever. So like they're saying that like because. So what is this world where like?
But that's akin to minstrel shows in the 30s and 40s.
So if you're like a black character,
I really don't understand the
let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. If I'm a white guy, and I am a white guy, and I like Wayne T. Carr, for example, right? And I really like his acting, and he's Green Lantern, and I use his picture as my avatar because I'm a big, huge Green Lantern fan, and I'm a Wayne T. Carr fan. Is that racist? Am I misrepresenting myself?
Yes, because that's what they say. Because they need a narrative to spin to make anyone who
everybody
everybody
knows that I'm a huge fan of Ray Fisher. So if I use a picture of Ray Fisher for my avatar,
yes,
I'm a racist.
Yes, because they need a narrative to spin.
What am I stealing at that point? I have no idea what I'm stealing at that point. Okay, Lewis Cox gave another £2 super chat, and I see the one before it. So it bounced, but I see the one before it. Thank you, says LOL. I'm still here, and I woke up to this ball grab.
Dawson's on his way to work.
Dawson, trust me, dude. This is something. Peter Rabbit's Defender with a $9.99 super chat says, "Thank you for what you said, Enosh, Nerd Queens, and Meg. are really wonderful people. And yes, Meg is truly gorgeous from her heart. She loves Dune like I do, and I wish she's my Valentine. Ed Saggy, I love your statement. That's what I said, man. You know what? Somebody would be lucky to have such a beautiful, caring, wonderful woman as Meg. And
that's into the same stuff you're into. Just
dear
think
God.
about that.
Look, I know what I have found in my wife Tiffany, for God's sake, man. Like if you find a woman that's
Those
just
are one in a million.
dude, like you want a woman who's like calling you going, honey, do you have this toy? Do you have that toy? And what about this nerd thing? We got to make sure that we get tickets to Comic-Con before, whatever. Like, what are we doing here? This, like she's like planning out our vacation, guys. And she's just like, boy, I've been looking up comic book stores and toy stores and stuff in the area and stuff so that we can go to all these places and stuff, making sure that we're all set for that stuff. That's the kind of woman you want.
Yeah,
get out of here. Yeah.
Back in the day when it wasn't cool to be a nerd, you were not getting laid. Sorry, this wasn't happening. You were
that's not necessarily true. It's that you as a male sometimes, or at least that was my perception of what was happening until the Big Bang Theory happened, and then all of a sudden it was cool to be a nerd. By the way, no, I don't want to hear anything until just hold on. I do give credit to the Big Bang Theory for making it okay to be a nerd.
Yeah,
if there's any, now we don't have, people who like comic books, and, it's the Big Bang Theory and the MCU that made it acceptable, and, part of pop culture. And, as much as people will criticize either of them for better or worse, I think it's saved a lot of nerds from getting wedgies shoved in lockers, and everything. And, no one has to go through the physical trauma that maybe some people might have had to did go through. But when I said earlier, like, I felt like I was the last part of that generation that was made fun of. There were two chicks who I had a crush on, and my friends did as well. And they asked if they could play Star Wars with us when we were like in 10 years old or something. And we were like, oh my gosh, are they gonna like fuck us over or something? Like we like almost had a meeting or something. Like it was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like they're gonna and then by the time that we decided like, oh yeah, it should be okay. We'll give them a chance. The bitch rang the bell, and then we had to go in line and go back in class. And it was missed opportunity. But the next year,
robbed you of your chance with the nerdy girl.
But they came back the next year. And then they're like, hey, we still didn't play Star Wars with you guys. And we just laughed, and like we realized like it was probably a joke. But again, we never knew because we never had the balls to ask, and we didn't trust, the hot chicks, who might have been nerds. We didn't trust them because we thought we were going to get screwed again.
No,
we thought we were going to end up with our pants down. It's like, and
very,
that's
very
why,
true.
Now there's some gorgeous women doing cosplay and stuff, and you're just
the
like,
90s were an awful time to be a kid, man. Like it was awful, man.
The
Like,
late 80s too were no a walk in the park either. So.
you would never get the time of day.
You guys can relate to that to a certain
Yeah,
degree.
because I was like 33 when it was.
On a far worse degree.
Like what the hell is that shit? I missed the entire time of my 20s when it would have been cool.
I didn't know any nerd girls growing
I give
up. There were no nerd girls growing up.
None
whatsoever.
Here's the thing is that we don't know to this day whether or not they were serious, and that's gonna be the one thing that haunts me. And then when Kathleen Kennedy will say something like and this is something that's gonna get me in trouble for anybody is that when he says like, oh, it wasn't accessible like to women or something, I'm like, well, yeah, because Kathy, you fucking idiot, you don't understand what it was like to be a nerd in the 80s. You don't
Kathy,
have that same perception.
Kathy has done her part to spread the love around to the
no.
nerds.
I'm being serious.
We have actual proof.
No, I get what you're saying. She doesn't have that perspective. She can't look at it through that particular lens. Like, that's why I feel salty.
When you
that is
try
why
to
I feel
do
salty.
it so corporatist,
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
this guy has a beautiful wife.
No,
right?
that's
Like
why
there's
I
hope
feel
for all of
salty.
us.
That's why I feel so salty towards Big Bang Theory, because it's like I feel like I got robbed. It was
that's way after our time.
I do want to know though. I do want to know though,
man.
like how those guys like the like a couple of those guys on there, like those girls weren't even nerds. Like they scored like beautiful, gorgeous, and you want a hot take? Bernadette prettier than what's her name?
Oh, then Kaylee Cuoco?
Cuoco.
No, this is
Kaylee Cuoco is gorgeous. She's gorgeous, but Bernadette,
Lawson's
That's
character.
Howard's wife, right?
Yeah, that's Howard's wife.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Talk about unrealistic relationship.
No, when I used to go to comic
conventions,
conventions,
it was very You know what? He's the first one who got married.
See, okay, that's my biggest thing about this. Is why I'm always a Seinfeld guy till the end of the day. Okay, because their one fatal flaw for like 90s sitcoms was shacking up, and I 90s 2000s sitcoms. You know, it's like when they start shacking characters up that don't really make sense. Like Friends, it was like the whole will they, won't they, Rachel Ross stupid thing. It just kind of killed the show for me after a while. Like, and then when they shacked up Monica and Chandler. You know, I was like,
makes sense.
You know, but after a while, it's just like, you know, sometimes you just like your character single. Jerry Seinfeld, you know, yeah, they kind of hinted at it towards the whole Elaine thing at the end, but like it never fell through.
They hinted at it? No, they said it.
Okay, hold on a second.
They were dying in a plane, though.
Zentech, right here. Zentech says, "How do you feel about Australians, though, Enosh? Australians, I love them. I've gotten to know so many great Australians, man. In this last year, I've gone on Australian channels, which is weird, trying to do the time zone thing, you know, because it's like some good from the Kent Farm podcast. Those guys are great, and I know Zentech, you're there, and Drav Walker's there, and just some other great people that I've got to meet from Australia. Yeah, Paul's from there. Paul's Margot Robbie's from there. I'd love to meet Margot Robbie. I'd have to watch my wife around Margot Robbie. She's got such an infatuation with her. Like I'd be like, and that came out weird, didn't it?
No, it came out
ACDC.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Hey.
Australia's amazing just because of their mere existence.
Oh yeah. But I mean, in the last year, like the people I've met, I love Australia. Lewis Cox says with a £2 super chat, thank you, sir. Says Wonder Meg has a new subscriber. Me, yes. Go subscribe to Wonder Meg. Go subscribe to the Nerd Queens. Go show them some love. Let them know that you care about them. That you know what, that this means something to you. Because you know what, we're not gonna put up with this hatred anymore. We're not gonna put up with this you know, acting just disgusting towards women in our fandom who mean something, who've been something very special to us, and have been nothing but supportive of us and anyone in the fandom, you know, and in trying to do good things. Look, you know what I never want? I never want any woman in our fandom or any other fandom to feel less than, to the point where they feel like they have to walk away from it. That would piss me off right there. Royally. You want to know something pissed me off? Like, because look, you know, this girl right here, Saggy, she, you know, you say something to her, she's just going to pop you in the mouth. Okay. But you know what? There are other people like who seriously, you know what? They try to be nice. They try to, you know, they'll take stuff to heart. And you know what? Screw those guys. Also here, yes, I was thinking the same thing when Justin said this. Like, wait. You were worried that the hot girls were going to pull your pants down?
No. That's.
Yeah, come up with an excuse.
It's so much more complicated than that.
Well, I could see that, like in form of like public embarrassment.
Yes, I get it. I get it.
It was an entendre.
I get it.
No,
It's still funny, though.
I get what you mean, though, and
It's still
you know,
funny.
because
Hindsight.
we were burned so many times. You know, you know, when somebody is genuinely saying, "Hey, you know, I like what you're doing," and they happen to be very attractive, and they happen to be more popular than you. Yeah, you get a little bit suspicious, and that's where the whole thing. You know, that's where my perspective comes in, and I'm sure that I'm not alone in that. You know, in being suspicious when it comes to girls liking, at least when I was in school, girls liking, you know, the same kind of nerdy shit as you are. Like one of the most popular girls in school that I had a crush on since first grade, you know, said like, "Oh, Back to the Future is such an amazing movie." I'm like, "You're bullshitting me."
I don't believe it.
Like there's
Anthony, you know what? Anthony, I didn't forget you, man.
I know. I feel you, Justin.
There's a good Australian guy right there.
I never
Anthony
had these
Grisby.
issues.
Dude, how many Australians you got on this chat?
Dude, we get a lot of Australians, man. People have told me
in the 90s,
that there's a lot of Australians that watch us, and I've noticed that over you know what? And Lewis, yeah, absolutely, man. I'll take British people too, man. I love British people. What was I gonna say? Hey, what's up, Elmo? I got to meet Elmo. I got to meet real Elmo Cinema over at H. Bart's house. And what's up, man?
Was he dressed up as Elmo?
He was not. No. At least from the neck up. He might have, had some red fur going on coming out of that shirt. And hey, it's not Australia, but it's New Zealand. And
hey,
you know
Rasha.
what? And she's the reason why every time I hear anything about New Zealand, I think of her. This beautiful lady right here, Rasha Taylor. So good to see you in the chat tonight, hun. I've missed your presence. She's taking some time off and everything, but I've definitely missed your presence here, Rasha, and I just love you. I love the people who come here and have become good friends.
That's like
people,
Cheers.
Yeah, and people that I look forward to hearing from literally on a daily basis, or or whatever. It's always good to talk to you all, and I'm glad that you guys are here for me, and I want you to know that I'm here for you, and that's what this channel is about.
Exactly.
And sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
And just to confirm what Enosh said, yes, that is very true. Oh, that's cute. He does have beautiful eyes.
I think he's talking about the stream, Saggy, from over there at Jarbo's the other night, where I was all like,
"Oh God, he's doing this again."
Oh Lord, too close.
Way too close.
I was gonna say something, but this
I need to move back from my screen now. What's going on there?
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got.
Taking a break from all Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
Point Extra Lounge.
And they're all
What would have been great? What would have been great is if all of you had
Me and
put
Saggy
the microphone close up to your mouth.
No, you want to
like
keep,
we were all saying, "Hey, we're always glad you came."
You want to keep subscribers.
You don't want to see my poor dental work. Trust me.
Yeah.
Saggy and I, we live in the city that's from. So
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we don't do that. We don't sing that song.
Can we get rid of that?
We hate that show. It misrepresents Boston.
Yeah.
He's telling you. He's telling you. What's up, H. Bart's? What's up, buddy?
I love this picture of William. He's so. This was the best picture ever. I love.
I don't even know what the hell I was doing at that moment when you did that.
You were yelling at Enosh.
Yes, you were yelling.
You were yelling at Enosh.
Okay.
That
looks like my yelling at Jarbo face.
By the way, H Parts. I don't know if you saw my new Kermit drop, but I will. It's Justin.
She's got one for everyone.
I do.
Oh, stop it!
But I got a new drop. I played it at the intro, and I will play it on the way out. Actually, for you.
Tony's here.
Hey, look, Tony showed up too. Tony's here. But I agree. All these haters can sit on Matt Jarbo's new computer chair.
God damn it! I was so close. Hold on.
That's what she said.
What the heck is going on?
Oh Lord.
What the hell is that avatar?
What is happening now? What is
I don't
happening?
know if that worked at all.
This is crack.
This is
All
RJ.
right. So it didn't work, I guess.
That's cool.
Damn it. Hold on. I'll try.
Hola, soy Dora. Can you say puedes hacerme un sandwich? That means can you make me a sandwich in Spanish?
This is so happening on my last day at work. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
I love that drop. I love that drop.
What is that
I don't even know. It's just like some girl's TikTok. Yeah, and they just go and that I love that drop because like it works for everybody. Like it's like these idiots are just like out there talking and stuff, and then like at some point they just get hit. They just get hit. And I'm sure tomorrow I'll wake up to a bunch of I'm sure I'll wake up to a bunch of stuff. We all know this is going to happen.
By the
but
way,
you know what? It's all good.
Well, I was gonna say, remember Enosh when you said
Yes,
yes, Enosh. Remember when you said that Saggy will start, popping people in the mouth?
Mm-hmm.
You can ask Tyler. Tyler, do you know how us chicks are out here?
Yeah.
You know what would happen if people said the stuff they said online to our faces.
Wait, hold on. Why did you say us chicks and then?
Well, Tyler's also, from here, so I'm sure he has that same mentality.
He has experience with females from the region.
From the region, yes, I've dated many of them, and honestly, I wouldn't mess with them.
Yeah, we about that life out here.
Especially the ones that come from the area she does. So
because
they will catch you.
Okay.
They're not the typical women of the world. They're women that were bred to hold their own in a world of men, right? So
they can handle themselves in a knife fight.
I thought that was Italy.
No, that's Quincy.
Okay.
In Soviet.
All right. That was a good line. I like that.
Y'all remember Tammy from Ted?
I never heard of you, Tyler, before, but
you're
okay.
Y'all remember Tammy from Ted? Remember you?
Wow,
you guys
that was,
yeah, I remember Tammy. That was funny.
That is me. I am Tammy from Ted.
I like being the center of attention, though. I really do.
It's nice getting this.
I can take this all day.
The Richard asked for this, and so I'm going to put it here in the chat.
The Richard.
The Richard.
Richard himself.
Not to be confused with any other Richard. Richard.
You know what? While I'm here, I would like to say something.
So subscribe to Wonder Meg. That is now in the chat.
Oh
I've put it there, and then also I'm going to put in for the Nerd Queens that you can.
Damn, Enosh, you hit it 4 times. Oh, it's because you goes to all the
it goes to all the platforms. Yes.
For the record, RJ beat him to it. He disregarded RJ's hard work as a mod.
Oh, did he? RJ, I love you. RJ. He's not even in here, and he's getting the job
What's
done.
the fourth one? Is that Tinder or something?
It's Periscope. Tinder? What the heck?
Oh,
Yeah, he's live on
I haven't heard that in a
He's
long
live
time.
on Tinder.
The red flame looked kind of.
He's a married man.
Well, the Poindexter Lounge has got a new place for live stream.
He better not be on Tinder. I'm telling Tiff.
If you're in for a hot action,
it's the OnlyFans. It's the OnlyFans.
I love you, Nash, but I'm 100% gonna snitch. I love Tiff. I'm snitching.
She's on there with me.
She's on there with me.
Oh,
it's a couples thing, huh? All right.
They're that couple on Tinder.
Wait. Hey, Enosh.
What?
Is there somewhere in your bio on Tinder say heroes go down?
Oh.
Just that I'm a hero.
Okay, just that you're a hero. Okay.
Yes,
and you know what that means.
H Bart's with the RB super
winky
chat.
face.
Did I miss something?
With the RB super chat?
I just want to make
Is
sure I
that
didn't
the
miss.
thing?
I
RB
didn't miss anything. I don't know. I just don't like people start saying stuff about like missing super chat stuff. Like I just want to make sure that I don't miss a super chat from anybody. You know,
Dawson,
I think it was a suggestion to
Dawson, don't question.
Get the droid, get the robot in there, Enosh. You'll never miss a super chat again.
Don't question.
I got to figure out what that is. I don't even know what that is. People are like, "Oh, he's chasing clout and everything." I don't even know how half this stuff works.
Dawson, just embrace
I'm just here. I'm running this operation by myself out of my toy room, guys, at 4:30 in the morning. What else do you want from me?
Embrace it, Dawson. Don't question.
I have to go to full screen. Who the hell?
Ooh, what is this picture here?
Do you even amico, bro?
Saggy, you got to
Oh my
stream
god,
like that,
that's
girl.
creepy as hell, man.
That's not this. This ain't. That. Whoa, hold on. Wait, no.
Whoa,
What's going on?
whoa.
Yeah, I thought it was actually her until you zoomed it in. I didn't realize because the thing is blocking below.
I didn't want to sound weird, but those melons aren't saggy enough. So
that's what was the giveaway.
Firm. There you go.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to sound too forward, saggy. My apologies.
I'm the saggy bro now.
I'm more of a breast guy myself, and I can point him
That's my friend Retro Bro.
Oh, wow,
He's,
where the hell are we going?
We're not going.
Turn.
Is where we're going.
You're
Let's
Brian.
take it
Brian,
back.
you just said you're a breast guy. What does that
No.
mean?
Is that like chicken
take it
or are you
back.
talking about?
Let's take
Well,
it
you know
back.
how certain people like
No.
legs and thighs.
I'm sorry.
Run it back.
No.
That was circa
Pretty
1994
impressive for a guy
Roseville.
that size.
Wait,
we're
was
gonna
that
flip it
you,
back.
Brian?
Where did they get that footage?
Where's it at? Where's your Niners hat?
That'd be in Roseville, California, back in the day, mid '90s. Yeah.
Hey Ty, don't worry. Don't worry.
There's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong at all. You're not in any difficulty, but you're out on bond.
No, I'm not.
Everything's fine.
RJ, you're a grown ass man. Chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggies.
I just had some McDonald's chicken nuggets, to be honest.
Or you get boneless wings like a grown man.
Well, I didn't want to cook.
No, boneless wings like a grown man.
Yeah, they're adult chicken nuggets. Yes.
No, real men have wings
Dude,
with
you
the
get the
bones
sauce
in
on-
them.
you get the
They
sauce on
maneuver
your
their way
hand.
around it. It's
I
about
haven't-
your
I haven't,
hands dirty and your mouth dirty and all.
Where's the
oh
fun
my
at being
God,
Hooters
nothing
when you're
I'm saying
crying?
is gonna
I
not
have an
cool,
announcement to make.
Okay, so
Everything I said
Staggy's going to make her
sounds
announcement,
so
and then I'm going to
dirty.
go around, and then we're going to call it a night. But I got a special drop for H bars before we leave. Okay, so
Well, somebody was saying in the chat, Saggy, why the hell are you so camera shy? Number one, I'm not camera shy. It's just I'm lazy. I don't feel like dolling myself up to be on camera. But however, my announcement is, I am going to be getting on camera on more often on my channel and on my Twitch. So I am going to be doing more camera streams, so you will be actually seeing me live on camera when I rage out, so you can see how angry I look very soon.
there you go. And again, I will just say this. Yes, boneless wings. Yes. Again, I will just say, if you got a problem with these ladies, if for some reason you're so butthurt that you're incomplete in yourself because you feel that you deserve something that somebody else has attained, or a friendship that somebody else has attained, and I notice you're not doing anything positive in the fandom, show me what you've done positive in the fandom besides gripe and complain on other streams and your own streams, and anybody who'll listen to you and post stuff on Twitter and go round and round, and you want to say that the fandom should move on from these people. Well, let me tell you something. You move on from those people, guess who you're moving on from? The guy with his name on the movie that we're all here in support of. So again, I'm gonna play this for you, and then I'm gonna go around the horn. So here you go.
Nerd Queens of girls who are amazing and couldn't be. I basically just put my trust in them, and they have they're incredibly well organized. They're smart. They know the material better than I do.
There you go.
I put my trust in them. I put my trust in them. I put my trust in them.
Jeez, it is 4:30.
Yeah. So if you want to argue with that, I guess you're arguing
with the man himself.
With the man himself. So you're gonna have to take it up with them. And you know what? Maybe you should give him a call. Oh, that's right.
Speaking of leaders, he's
why don't you give him a call? Why don't you pick up your phone and text him and give him a call, or get him on the horn, right? Because you're tight with him, right? Oh, that's right.
I completely misinterpreted what this entire conversation was. That's what I said. You know, like when I said like, oh, I might have something to add. I thought you were talking about something general, not something very specific.
No. We're talking about something very, very, very specific. Oh well, hey, Mary.
Well, then, I apologize for even getting myself in the middle of this, which I should not have. My bad, but I'm on your
always
side
good to
now.
always good to have you on, Justin. Always good to have you on. Mary Wilcox says, Enosh, my mother wishes you and the panel well. Well, Mary, you tell your mother we said thank you and we wish her well as well. All right. That being said, thank you to everyone in the chat tonight. You guys are fantastic. Thank you to everyone who gave super chats. You know what? I just started this thing fresh tonight. I didn't even get into it, but I do want to thank all of our supporters here at the channel. I can't ever tell you how much I do thank you. Thank you to all of our members. The members are there. Oops, let me get that out of the way so you can see the actual members.
I'm unsubscribing.
There you go. Yep. I might lose some people. Who knows? And I think these are good people. And then, of course, all of our patrons. We got RJ on there twice. We love him so much. And then everyone who gives super chats. This week's giveaway for all those people who think that I don't like him. Hey, we're giving, which I don't understand why. But we got this triple feature Blu-ray of Superman the movie, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, and of course, Superman Returns. And that's going to go to somebody this week. So all you got to do is be one of those three things: a member, a patron, or give a super chat. So y'all are in for that. All right. Thank you to all of our mods. Appreciate you. The Richard, appreciate you, man, as always in there. You know what? And to those who had to get timed out, it is what it is. I cut the ones down that I had to cut down. So you know what? It is what it is. But as always, I appreciate all of you. Appreciate everybody that came and had their say. Like I said, go show the Nerd Queen some love, because God knows that there's enough people who are out to try to cause them harm. Go subscribe to Saggy. She needs all the help she can get.
Damn.
Jeez.
It's true, guys. Every time I make a rant video, I lose like one person.
Good luck with that, man. Mine keeps going up and down. Literally, like I got past the 11,200 mark finally. Like I literally have been between 11,190 and 11,200 now. For like I'll get to that and then it'll drop back down 5, and then I'll gain 5 and it'll go back down 10. I'm like, what? And then it'll go back up 15, and then it'll drop down 8. And I'm like, what? What the heck is going on here?
No, YouTube is like, when I first got to 1,000, it was going up and down, but that's just because so many people subscribed at once that the friggin' the subscribe count number didn't know what to do, so it kept like messing up. Because
if you're not active for like so long, it will automatically unsubscribe you.
Yeah.
Yada yada. The algorithm,
although
YouTube
RJ told me flat out that he was literally on a stream with me and he saw it unsubscribe him.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's YouTube,
and he's active all the time. He's always here, which is weird. And then Dawson, I was on his stream and we were talking about something, and I just went to the stream so that I could so I could type in the chat, and I went to the chat and it said that I was unsubscribed, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'm literally a patron. I'm a member. I'm a member of his channel. I was the first member of his channel, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Yeah. So everybody, make sure you're still subscribed. Because I love y'all, and so I appreciate it. So the Richard, I just say that because
shit.
Hey, I didn't take
unsubbed.
Hey,
here you go.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it really is, because that darn unsub button was just too.
Yeah.
I did it on purpose.
No, okay, that's
well,
fine.
no,
I was thinking of a brilliant way to say it, but it just led my mind.
And you know what, Cinefinity, I will give you one of these, because you know what, this is how I feel about those people who come in. This is where they're going to end up. They may feel that they're accomplishing something, but at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones hurting.
I don't know how that kid didn't explode. I don't know.
It hurts my chest every time I watch that.
I don't know how that kid did not explode into like body parts. He hit that thing at like full force, dude. That's
right.
insane.
Oh man, like
that poor baby.
man.
Oh,
my
that poor
chest.
baby. You
Oh.
I blame the Poindexter Lounge 100%. You know, what else you got?
100%.
What else you got? I can still call Enosh out for eating the meat. And he'd look at, well, you ate the meat too. Okay, but that still doesn't negate the fact you also ate the freaking meat.
I knew that one was coming at some point.
I knew that one was coming too. And
I was waiting for when.
I hope he doesn't have any more. I don't even know.
I mean,
Does your butthole itch? Does it just ache? Do you?
That's my favorite one.
I'm glad that's
No, it does not itch at the current moment.
I'm glad that's the only clip he has.
Why toilet paper was invented.
Look. So you know what? So here's the thing, guys. Go subscribe to everybody. Go subscribe to Justin Proper. Go subscribe to Saggy. Go subscribe over there to Pop Culture Corner. Brian, don't be assumptive that I'm going to tell people to go subscribe to your channel.
Yeah,
I saw that hand go up. You're like, hey, me too.
Yeah, and hey, listen.
Brian's over there. Look, come subscribe to me. No, I'm just messing. Go subscribe to Brian.
Remember what I was telling you guys? It seems like every time I come on the lounge, something good happens, right?
Yeah.
So I was sitting here, and all of a sudden, I look in the inbox, and Wayne T. Carr was like, hey, man, I would love to come on your show. So because I was here tonight, he reached out, and
Beautiful.
So he's going to come on Saturday and help us raise some money for breast cancer. So again,
That's awesome.
look what the Poindexter Lounge can do for you. It spreads love and positivity, and it generally puts you in a better place than you were before.
No, this is very true. Like I've said it before,
The
man.
facts do not lie.
No.
I don't know, man.
The lounge is a lifesaver.
We try to raise people up here and not tear anybody down.
Yeah.
But you know what? When somebody's going to be foolish and start attacking, we do defend. So there you go. Yeah, and go subscribe to RJ. Apparently he couldn't be bothered.
Self-promotion.
I know RJ couldn't be bothered to come in tonight. He's probably over there with Matt Jarbo, and Matt Jarbo was doing his stream trying to steal people away.
Yeah. So I'm talking about clout chasing.
I know, right? Matt
Jarbo.
Matt Jarbo pops in here just to be like, well, guys, I can't be in here long because I'm getting ready to do a stream in 10 minutes.
Yeah, he does it all the time.
I get a lot of takes wrong. Jarbo Damas.
I was actually on his stream for a little bit before I came here, and he was talking about this too, and he's 100% in support of the Nerd Queens. So you have, and here's the thing: these people are still going at it on Twitter right now, and one of them's like, "Oh, you guys, it's over for them. They were exposed." I'm like, you have literally so many people from people of color and people part of the LGBTQ community coming out in defense of them, but you cancel them. Good luck with that. You tried though.
You tried.
Pound it.
Nice try.
I literally don't know who that man is. Never met him.
Dawson?
Pound it.
You don't know Dawson?
You don't know Dawson?
Well, maybe this.
No, I'm not.
It's like a lot of different tentacles and like massive stomach.
All right, I'm gonna play along.
There was a day that I didn't know who Dawson was though. So
no, I was talking about Matt Jarbo, but
Dawson's
whatever.
famous.
Oh, you're talking about Matt Jarbo. Okay.
No, Dawson. Yeah, I remember him.
Hey, Saggy.
Wasn't he in Blink 182 at one point?
Saggy.
Yes.
This actually reminds me of the people who tried to cancel the Nerd Queens and how it's going to come back to bite them.
The worst Jeopardy answers of all time, part 21.
A song by Coolio from Dangerous Minds goes back in time to become a 1667 John Milton classic. Nick.
What is Gangster's Paradise Lost?
Yes. Our judges have reevaluated one of your responses a few moments ago, Nick. You said gangsters instead of gangstas on that song by Coolio. So we take 3,200 away from you, so you are now in second place. Lisa, you have the lead, as you can see.
They hit him with the ER. Uh-oh.
What is this new jacket? Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
God. No, I saw that live, and
That was probably the best drop I've ever seen, by the way.
I don't know. There's
There's two types of people in this world. There's winners and there's losers. And just so that we're clear, every time we step on this field, our goal is to be a winner. And if your dad and said, oh, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, just as long as you have fun, well, I hate to say it, your dad's a loser.
And then there's the accompaniment to that.
Do you hear that? Listen. Even Grandma in heaven is booing you right now.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
But it reminds me of a.
It's 4:42. I'm
right.
You know, it actually does remind me of a Louis C.K. joke. It's like, oh shit, now I'm dead. I still have to go to my shitty son's games. I'm dead. I'm in heaven. I should be enjoying it.
Yeah.
10 years later, it's like your wife's about to join you. It's like
literally, what did I just watch? No.
No. I mean, yeah, it's kind of true.
All right, so we're gonna get out of here.
I definitely gotta get out of here, man.
We got to get out of here. But hey, thank you to everybody who's watching. Go subscribe to all of our friends. Go have fun, and I'm just gonna share with you as we get ready to leave. Like I always say, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, and don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter. But seek to have good conversations. Seek to learn what you can from people, and whatever you do, for God's sake, don't get so butthurt that you're so jealous of everybody else that you got nothing to actually offer society or anybody else, that you just literally have to try to tear people down. That being said, I leave you with these words from, if I can get it back up here, from Kermit the Frog.
Hurry up, asshole.
Hey!
Sammy Hagar is better than David Lee Roth.
I think I'm going to eat a taco. A taco. I think I'm going to eat this taco.
We talk about bands, but I still bust the heat. We've been going on for like 4 hours now, like Zack Snyder's freaking Justice League.
I hate the word content. When people say they're putting out content, it means they're putting out garbage filler material because they have nothing to say. With that being said, I have now completed my content for the day.
I just want to thank you for being here and being my friend. It's always good to have someone you could count on, and I'm glad you're that for me.
Thanks, guys. You all stay nerdy. We'll see you next time here in the Poindexter Lounge. Hashtag support. That's not even a hashtag, right? So hashtag we love the Nerd Queens. It's 5 in the morning. Love y'all.